Yeah, I'm so sorry, Tibbs. I lied. PUREA'S actually still dead. She's not here at all. Um, I'm only using her corpse's name as, like, an advertising push. You know. What the fuck is a good vise? Here. A visitor. Hi, Rhea. Yeah. Sorry to you, too. Freya just isn't here at all. I'm actually the one who personally sent the package of COVID to Freya's doorstep. That did kill her. This was an assassination attempt. Okay, Freya, you can speak now.
Oh, I'm allowed?
You're allowed to speak. They can hear you again. And I can too. I didn't hear a single thing you said.
You never answered my question.
What was your question?
I said, did the PFLP, like, pay you specifically to have me on, and that's why you were puppeting my corpse?
Yeah, no, I did hear that question
because we'll give you a generous amount of money, but only if PUREA'S on.
Yeah, you're actually. I was telling you about how shit my other streams were without you. You're actually the real talent in Saho. I'm just like shamelessly piggybacking off of all your success. Damn. Guess
my
two
shoulders
spots
are getting pretty sore carrying this fucking team.
Oh yeah, but Frey, you know what's been happening in Palestine today?
Oh, I forgot to watch the news today. I watched it yesterday. I know about what's happening in... Yeah.
You know about what's happening where?
I know about what's happening in Nigeria and...
Well, boy oh boy, do you have some news coming for ya.
Yeah.
Okay. So, basically, a massive coordinated attack on Israel was launched from Gaza. Reportedly, awesome. Palestinians, used gliders to surprise IDF positions. They attacked a prison, and the fighting has gotten close to a major airport in the area. Over 5,000 rockets were fired from Gaza, whilst the Iron Dome seemingly didn't do shit. Yeah, this is being, like, touted around as a major failure of Israeli intelligence networks, as they were, like, just completely blindsided by this. Yeah, most of the fighting's happening around the city of Sderot. I don't know how... Serdo? How the shit do you pronounce that city's name? I don't know. So yeah. That's what's been happening all day. Currently, I think the Palestinians have captured some 40 senior Israeli military personnel. But also Israel has started started sending rockets into Gaza again, and yeah. So that's the thing.
I see.
This is the first time, like, Palestinians have gone through the border fence in, like, what, 2 decades?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Good, now you know what's happening over there.
I do know. Now I don't need to watch the news anymore.
I mean, you probably should.
Yeah. I watched it yesterday. I just forgot today because I was doing other stuff.
Well, yesterday doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter.
Nothing is happening in Africa. You forget about it. The UN isn't starting a fucking imperialist war. Well, starting is a little bit inaccurate, but proliferating is definitely.
Mm-hmm. I actually have not heard about the Nigeria situation since, like, earlier this week. What happened yesterday?
I forgot actually if it's Nigeria or Niger, but it's definitely in that region.
Well, Niger. It's Niger.
It's Niger. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything since
bad.
France said they would pull troops out. What's happened since then?
Nigeria had a separate issue, but that's not the one that the UN got involved with. Yeah, no. Niger and Nigeria were both dealing with something, and that's why I got them confused, because I heard about them at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But Niger's the one that the UN got involved in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's happening? Please tell us.
I don't know all that much about it. All I know is that, like,
you kept bringing up how you knew what was happening, and now you say
no. I know that the part where the U.S. and the UN are trying to turn this into, like, it's all the interventionist shit again. They want to get involved in this conflict so that they can divvy up the prizes when it's all done.
Oh, yay! Fun. Damn it. Oh, sorry, everyone. Welcome to our fun anime stream.
Yeah, this is a fun little anime stream. It has nothing to do with global politics.
Yeah. We're here to talk about Sugar Apple Fairy Tale Part 2.
Part 2, yeah. You remember the first time we talked about
this? Was this the slavery one?
Yeah, this was the slavery one. This was.
Yeah! What the fuck do you mean, titty stream? We're talking about slavery, Ram.
Here, like, just as a recap for everyone, the last time I gave it a 40 because of slavery reasons. Here,
a good anime, but just too much slavery.
Sure people know what 40, comma, or whatever the fuck, apostrophe, cause of slavery. Yeah, just so everyone knows why I gave it a 40. It was 40.
Anime and slavery just means titty. Sorry, I think, aren't most of the slaves in this anime men? Because is it a reverse harem?
Yes. No,
yeah.
There is a lot of female slaves. Most of the slaves that have top billing are men.
Yeah. Is there a lot of man titty?
No, I don't think there is. I don't think they take their clothes off that often.
No titty? Sorry, Rat. You are categorically wrong.
Yeah, no. They definitely, they have a lot of male slave thirst traps, but I don't think they, like, take off their clothes.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, what happened in part 2?
They kept the fucking description short. Here, you can just quickly read that.
The second core? What the fuck is a core?
Core is, it means a lot of different things in a lot of different contexts, but for anime specifically, it just means when this happens often recently. They're splitting animes in half. They're like, okay, we have a 24 episode anime, but we can't make all 24 episodes at the same time. So we're just going to pretend like we made 2 different animes, but we're not going to call the second one season 2. That's a thing. They are doing this all the time now. They make 2 seasons, but they call the second one part 2. And then when they come out with the 3rd season, they call that season 2. It, like,
after winning Silver Sugar Master, what? And faces Chow's sudden departure. And next journey begins as she's determined to have Chalet back on her side.
You said it
Shale.
right. Okay, so important bit of text for this season. At the end of the original, Anne became a sugar artisan, which is her like life's goal. Her whole thing is she wanted to become the sugar apple fairy tale. That's a joke, but like
Yeah.
she wanted to be a sugar artisan her whole life, and so at the end of the first season, she became a sugar artisan. But in order for her to be a sugar artisan, Shal had to get like sexually harassed by another woman, and then his ownership got transferred to that other woman, and that's where they ended the first season. So the second season starts.
Oh yeah, because he's a slave.
Yes, he is a slave. The second season starts with Anne's slave is currently being sexually harassed by another woman who is currently holds his deed. And that's where they start. So her life's goal now, after being a sugar artisan, is get my slave back.
As a slave?
No, actually, okay, so that's an important thing. In the first season, I told you about how she bought the slave, and then she said, "I'll free you when you've outlived your usefulness." That's a little harsh. She said, "I will free you when I get to the city, because the whole reason I bought you is just because there are bandits out here. As soon as you're done protecting me from bandits, I'll let you go." And during that season, to her credit, she did eventually let him go after she was done getting all the bandits off of her ass. But by that time, I forget kind of, but basically Shal agreed to follow her around anyways for other reasons. And then at the end of the first season, enslaved by this other girl, right?
How did he get re-enslaved after he was freed?
Okay, so the slavery in this world doesn't work by contract. It works by the fact these are fairies in the Sugar Apple fairy tale. They have wings. If you pinch their wings, it causes them very deep, very traumatic physical pain. So what human beings have done is they've clipped off one of the wings of each and every fairy in existence, and they keep it in a little bag, and anytime the fairy doesn't do what you want it to, you can pinch its wing to cause it unending psychological and physical torment.
What the fuck?
No, but that's how the slavery in this world works. Every fairy has one of their wings clipped off, and humans, if you hold their wing, then you effectively hold the deed to their deed, and they're your slave. And that's what happens all across the world. At the beginning of the first season, Anne had Shal's wing, but then she handed it back to him when she was done being protected from bandits. That's the reason why can he
just put it back on?
No. Once the wing gets clipped off, it's in the bag forever. It's physically impossible to put it back on.
Okay.
So that's the reason why at the end of the first season he was re-enslaved.
Destroyed it.
It's still in the bag.
Oh, someone just took the bag?
Well, Shal had the bag, and he was very protective of it. But because he wanted Anne to be a sugar artisan, because he cared about her so deeply, he re-enslaved himself, and the price was Anne becoming a sugar artisan. So he sold himself into slavery and used the money to whatever. It turned out that in order for her to be a sugar artisan, he had to become a slave again, and he did that.
So to open her candy shop, her boyfriend had to become a slave. That's fucked up.
Well, he was already a freed slave. He just went back into slavery.
That doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's important to understand, like, factually what's going on. So yeah, there's a reason why the first season got a very low rating.
Okay, what happens in this season?
Okay, so it takes like 4 episodes, but Anne eventually manages to get Shell's wing back from the girl that
What up,
enslaved him.
swingers?
Yeah.
Hi, Pat. Activate. Hey. Okay. What the shit was that?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. I had stream unmuted so we could check audio.
I did nothing, and then it started working again.
What? I don't even know when it cut out. At what point during Sugar Apple Fairy Tale do we like? I'll just
Pull up the
summarize
text
season
video and
2.
do the
We'll ignore
next.
season 1 and we'll get back to season 2.
We don't know when the audio killed itself because
I will make it quick.
No one was
I will not summarize season 1 at all.
Anyway, this is anime slavery. Stuff happens. What's your rating?
I would like to preference this anime with slavery is bad, guys. So yeah, for the first couple of episodes, the main plot was that Shal had been re-enslaved by someone else who was trying to cuck Anne, and now Anne has to unenslave her boyfriend because, you know, slavery is bad. And then after that, they meet a guy who leads a fairy resistance against humans. So that's a slave resistance against their enslavers.
I just figured out what happened.
But he's evil because, I mean, obviously he's fucking evil because they can't show any revolutionary position without having it be evil. Anne is supposed to be, I suppose, the like moderate liberal, where she's like, slavery is bad and we should free the slaves, but we have to be nice about it. And then this other guy was the opposite position, the revolutionary position. And so, of course, his secret idea was that he was a very bitter, very broken man who wanted to be king of all of the fairies. And he didn't actually want to free them at all. He just wanted to be their new master, you know? And the plot of the second half is just that Anne has to go to the fairy hideout because the fairy re-enslaved Shal again. Shal gets the fucking short end of the stick. At the beginning of the season, he got enslaved by some random bitch that like barely matters, and then at the end of the season, he got enslaved by his own brother. So like he's constantly getting enslaved by people. Even Anne enslaved him during season 1. You gotta pour one out for Shal. The guy is in constant slavery. But yeah, no. After Shal's brother enslaves him, they go to the fairy hideout, and then Anne has to convince all the fairies that, well, yes, they do deserve the right to be free, that following the revolutionary guy is like slavery in a different way, and so they should all not do that and instead go be peaceful somewhere else instead of fighting back against the system of slavery.
God, fuck that show.
Yeah, no, you know what? When I was watching it, I thought, okay, this is better than season 1. But now that I'm recounting it, it actually isn't better than season 1. It's worse. And so I'm going to drop it by 10 points.
Wait, why did you put it 10 points higher than season 1?
Because I thought that it was better, but it's not actually.
Okay.
Wait, what did I rate season 1? I'm
Don't
gonna drop
mind
it
being a slave because I get paid. Hate passion. That's literally.
I'm going to.
That's not what happens to.
35.
Sounds like
because
neoliberal shit.
There was more slavery than season 1, but I was convinced that there was less. They made it look different, and I was half paying attention because I already knew that season 1 was so full of slavery that I was just like, I'm kind of tuning out of this. Maybe I should have paid more attention to what I was watching. My bad, guys.
Also, I figured out what must have broken the audio. Like, hey, you notice how my mouth can't move? My mouth isn't moving? Yeah? doesn't want to do that. Basically,
you're right, Annie. You're absolutely right. The first season was bad because the main character is supposed to be like a more virtuous person, but she literally owned a slave for half of it. And that's why I thought the second season would be better, because she didn't own any slaves, but everyone else around her decided to like pump the fucking accelerator on the slavery stuff. So it just made it worse.
Prey, you can hear me, right? Everyone can hear me. Good, good, good.
Yes.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay, so what I was saying before you cut me off was I noticed earlier in the stream that my mouth wasn't moving. So I went to my face tracking program and turned the mouth tracking on, yeah?
Uh-huh.
But that must have broken the audio.
Did it break the audio for me, or did it just break it for you?
It broke the connection between each computer.
Okay, so there's a very good likelihood that what I was saying got cut too.
Yeah, I told you that, like, no one could hear either of us. You were there.
I missed that.
I thought you already knew that no one could hear you.
No, I mean, the first time, I definitely knew.
Oh, there was only one time. What do you mean second time? Pray, are you going insane?
That doesn't make sense.
Our audio broke exactly once. We had the big freak out, and then I fixed it. And then you re-explained Sugar Apple Fairy Tale, and then I figured out why it broke the first time.
Oh, I thought you were telling me that it broke a second time.
No, I would.
You just figured out what happened the first time.
Yes.
Okay.
Chewy likes pudding.
That I was gonna have to re-explain, and I don't want to talk about slavery anymore. I'm done with it, actually.
You're fine.
I don't like it. I don't want to keep talking about it.
You don't have to. But yes, I like pudding too, Chewy. It's pretty good. What's the next anime?
Yeah, let's.
What is it?
Ahem. Oh, it's this one. This one got a second season.
This one got us copyright struck, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, but this is the anime that you. Oh, can we watch a segment and get copyright striked again, please?
Please,
just like last time.
No.
No, but it's like honorary. For the second season, we get a second copyright
strike. Fine. We can nitpick some of the animation. Let's go through the synopsis first.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh, hot ladies. Oh, it's so disappointing, the actual anime. Spy Kyoshitsu, second season. Where 4 members of the Din Republic spy team, Lamplight, embark on a mission to capture an enemy spy. Although they struggle to work together due to their clashing personalities, Thea, Monica, Erna, and Annette complete their objective. While enjoying a short break, the 4 girls encounter a woman named Matilda, who claims to be Annette's mother. As they get to know Matilda, the team is dragged into an escalating conflict that tests their teamwork and allegiances. Meanwhile, the remaining Lamplight members notice that the dispatched squad has yet to report back. Worried about their allies, Klaus and Lily set out on an emergency expedition to locate their missing teammates. As the two uncover troubling information about rising tensions in the area where their friends last were, and must quickly act to reassemble the team before the mission reaches the point of no return.
Okay, so that summary was literally just for the first 4 episodes, and it just
Could you give me the briefest rundown of the first season? I remember being
Yes.
disappointed by what you told me, but I don't remember why.
You were probably disappointed by the animation, but not really what I told you, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I can't guarantee that, but in the end, I think the thing you were most disappointed by was the animation.
I don't know. I
Um,
remember
the,
thinking it was cooler than it turned out to be.
yes. Okay, so the first season was the plot was there was a bunch of girls who went to spy school, but they all failed. They flunked.
Uh-huh.
And this guy here is the best spy in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost all of his teammates in a high profile spy accident where most of them got murdered.
Uh-huh.
So he's looking for a new team and happens to go around choosing flunkouts, like people who literally failed their spy exams. And that's why he picks up
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of girls that flunked out of spy school.
Here.
He creates a team out of those girls, and their sole purpose for the first couple of episodes is to do a mission that would kill any other spy, even though they
Mm-hmm.
are the worst spies in the world.
Just the shittest fuckwads.
They all got flunked. Okay, so to be fair, some of them are actually really good and flunked for other reasons, but most of them are just genuinely not good at their jobs. And they have to learn how to do their jobs well enough to beat a mission that a level 100 spy could not.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As after they beat that initial mission, they decide that they still want the team to be together, and they decide to take on more and more missions as a team.
Got
And
it.
that's
Here,
basically
here,
where,
here,
where
here,
season one
here, here,
goes.
here.
Now, the important thing about season one is that it only focused on a handful of girls. This one, this one, this one, and this one get the most focus from season one, and the rest of them are basically minor characters. The purpose of season two is to focus on the other ones. So we get a
Mm-hmm.
focus on this one, this one, this one,
Great.
and this one.
Great. One moment. One moment. I have to ask you something. First
Yeah.
of all, Chuni Girl likes Chunibyo, which
Yeah.
big wonder, but thank you for informing us.
To be fair, when you say Chinibyo, are you talking about the like tendency within middle schoolers, or are you anime?
Also, Rhea is back to report that I sent an agent to her house. If they didn't give the agent 20,000 US dollars, Prey would be assassinated. Um 3. Prey. Do you remember both? Chuni likes both. But Prey, do you remember all the lyrics to the International?
No, no, I don't.
Could you try to sing as much of it as you can just on memory?
No, no, I can't.
But could you try?
No, dude, I don't even think I could keep the tune.
Here, I just need to go check something for like 1 minute. I need you to sing, okay? To keep everyone
I'm not. I
engaged.
can't. I can't sing. I'm not going to do that.
Can you sing Twinkle Twinkle?
No, I'm not gonna do that for like 20 minutes.
Not 20 minutes. 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, I'll sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star for 1 minute straight. Let's see how many fucking people are still here by the end of that. That's so fucking dumb. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Why do I sound like I'm crying? How I wonder where you are. Up above. Shit, did I forget the lyrics to fucking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Up above the something so high. Oh shit. I'm gonna hold on, guys. I have to look up the lyrics to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Okay. Complete lyrics. I don't want half of the lyrics. Okay. Up above the world so high. Holy shit. How did I forget that? Okay. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Apparently there's more. I'm not singing that. Okay. I hope that how was that, guys? How was it? Anyone ever do donkey do what?
You're not fucking singing!
I did sing. I sang the entire thing.
Now do it
I'm
in the
tearing
Columbo
up.
voice.
It's so cute. I want you to know, Fluffy, I like very intentionally made my voice crack, but I did it too much. So there were a lot of segments where my voice was inaudible because of how much it was cracking. There is a limit to how much you can phone it in, apparently. I thought, okay, I have to give the worst performance because it'll be funny. And then it was like too bad. And I was like, oh shit, I have to actually be audible or else there's nothing to laugh at.
So then you had to try?
A little harder.
You had to try to go, twinkle, twinkle, little star.
I'll tell you right now, instead of trying harder, I just sang louder.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star! Like that?
Yeah, no, that was how it went, yeah.
Anyway, the rest of my family's died, so we're not gonna have any more interruptions this stream.
That's great. That's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Should I have actually tried? Should I have twinkle, like fucking really gone for it?
You should have. That would have been great. We need to do that Saho karaoke stream, but before then, we have to get anyone else in Saho. It would be really sad with just 2 people.
It would be.
Hey.
Can I talk about this anime?
No. I need to. You told me to check if everyone was still here. Hey. Let me check out. Everyone's still here?
Actually, wait. We lost 2 viewers.
We lost 2 viewers.
Yeah, we did.
No, your singing was so bad.
Maybe I should have tried harder.
You should have.
Maybe I actually should have tried to sing it instead of phoning it in.
What the fuck is a donkey?
It's like a YouTuber. It.
Sounds like something the kids these days would call an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Hey, do any of you viewers want to be a VTuber?
Are you giving out free VTuber models?
You know what? Sure. The first person who can guess what my birthday is wins. Passion wants to be a VTuber? Try. October 27th. Oh, you fucked up, PUREA. Sorry, you're losing your VTuber permissions. Goodbye.
Oh, no.
You're a disembodied voice now.
Hello, everyone. It is I, non-VTuber PUREA.
Why did your voice need to change?
Because I intentionally raised my voice for VTubing.
One.
No, that was a joke. No, my voice is still actually a little bit fucked up. I feel like it sounds deeper than it usually does.
Just do more voice training. Swallow your own throat up your mouth.
Is that gonna solve COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Are you guys best
friends?
No, we hate each other. We're like the Mythbusters.
I would not be caught dead in a room with Fluffy. The only reason this stream works is because of the fact that we're on opposite sides of the country.
Yeah, if I ever saw Prey in real life, I would just go after her with a knife. for all her crimes. Also, someone gave me a bread, just walked in and gave me a bread, and it's... I'm happy about that.
That sounds like it's fun.
Yeah,
Dude,
I would actually hope we are friends, Junie. Are we, Perea?
There was a point in my life when I got like fucking crazy over bread. I was just like, dude, you know what? Right now, I could go for some fucking bread. I used to be like, dude, God's gift to Earth, bread. And then, I think I might have been possessed by the soul of like an 18th century Frenchman.
I am having a baguette right now.
No, but that's what I meant when I got into my bread phase. When I went through my my bread phase, I was specifically about like the fancier breads, like French bread and like baguettes and like a really big brioche. Like the good brioche, not the like hot dog buns.
Oh, that's all I have.
Dude,
at home.
No,
I have hot dog bun
though,
brioche.
I have the hot dog bun brioche, but they actually make it like bigger brioche bread, so it tastes amazing and sweet. But it's like twice as much as just the basic white bread hot dog buns.
Breaking news, Perea. Chuny Girl is our friend now.
Oh, that's so good.
This
so
is
glad.
awesome.
Yeah.
A+.
We should give Chuny the VTuber model.
Hey kid, you want to be a VTuber? It'll only cost you soul.
All right.
What type
Can we
of
get back
fucking
to
voice is that? Oh yeah. Here, let me read this out. I already read it out.
You already read this, didn't you?
Yeah, what happened? They focus on the other girls.
Yeah, that's what season 2 is about. It focuses very heavily on the other 4 girls that weren't a major part of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you know they are interesting. They're like, I think that maybe season 2 is better because I'll be honest, as much as everyone in the fandom loves Lily, because she's like effectively the main character, she is probably the worst spy imaginable.
I think that's the point.
Like,
they want to exaggerate how shit everyone is, so the main character is the shittest.
The thing
one.
is, though, everyone else is better at being a spy. Like, I think that this girl gets a bad rap from the writers, but the fans know that she's actually pretty strong, and the rest of them have qualities that make like actually good spies. The exception to that rule is Lily, who is just bad at her job and has nothing going for her.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason that people love her so much is because she is like a ball of energy and she's very cute.
Aw, that's nice. Here. Lol, an alligator voice. Is this what alligators sound like?
That's the alligator voice I give to alligators.
Hey,
Yeah.
see ya
Except
later.
for the French alligator in Link's Awakening.
Ho ho ho, oui oui, baguette. Here, get the actual anime on stream. I want to get copyright struck again.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll fucking. Oh,
Anime Dow's dead now. What website are you gonna use?
I'm gonna have to use 9anime because that's what I've been. Or actually, wait, no, Anywave. I've been using Anywave.
I've been using GoGo Anime because that thing's been around for years. You're a ball of
it might be
energy right
better.
now. That's amazing, Passion. What are you spending that energy on? Sitting at your desk watching VTubers?
Okay, so which episode do you want me to take it from?
There's 12 episodes.
Yes.
7.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Okay, so
The thing is, I was really disappointed by how shit the animation quality is. Has it gotten better this season?
I don't think so. No, I think it's pretty much the same.
And drinking. What do you do when you're not a ball of energy? Not drink? What are you drinking, Passion? Pray?
What are you drinking, Passion?
What are you drinking, Passion?
Passion. The council needs to know. What are you drinking?
I don't learn what it is you're...
Hello, everyone. Just me just in telling you that there has been a power outage. And the other computer died. I am currently working to... You're currently hearing me through my laptop. Which doesn't have as good audio quality. Prey is probably fine. I'm so sorry. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Is that good? Is Mike's Hard Lemonade good? Who's Mike? You like him? So don't worry, it's not the same problem as last time. Just need to... The computer is coming back on. We have power again. God, I'm gonna have to reset all of my fucking clocks. You know how annoying it is to have clocks that you need to set every single time? Sorry, Chudy, that was kind of funny. Because, you associate Chinibio with, like, middle schoolers and stuff. What's your favorite type of alcohol, Junior? Are you, like, a wine person? Beer? Whoop. Oh, the screen's visible on that screen before this one. So here's the inner workings of how I set up stream, everyone. I go to display here. You like vodka. Oh, what vodka do you like? My family always gets, like, absolute vodka. Because, my father's from, Sweden, yeah? So he refuses to get anything else. We don't actually drink the absolute. Oh ho! We don't actually get vodka to drink it, though. We get vodka to, make vanilla extract. We make our own vanilla extract, because that's how you make it. You get a vanilla bean, you scrape it up a bit, and you put it in a ball of vodka for, like, a few months. And here, to get my audio quality back, I need to go to this Substack page. Or Stack Exchange? What's the thing? Ask Ubuntu Stack Exchange? Yeah. Grab this line of code. You're getting the behind the scenes here. And put it into the terminal.
And now my voice should be coming through the right thing. You're watching me from the hotel you work at. Oh, you work at a hotel? That's interesting. Now let me get Perea back. How good's the hotel Wi-Fi, though? Bloop. Bloop. Perea?
Hello.
Oh, I can't hear Perea.
No,
Can stream hear Perea?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Oh shit, am I not?
Stream can hear Perea, but I can't. That's awesome. Oh wait, I figured that out. I need to unplug and replug in my head. Hey, I can hear you now.
Oh, that's good.
Why are you across the room?
I'm setting something up. It'll take like a minute, but it might be a little important to this specific stream.
Did you just run back to your room from cutting off my power? How could you?
No,
Did you cause the power outage?
Fluffy, I swear, a scout's honor.
Oh, this power outage is also a good example of my setup here. Why it's two computers and one of them is a laptop. The stream did not break even though the power went out. Actually, I should have just turned on the laptop microphone last time my audio went out. That would have been a good idea that I wasn't thinking of at the time. Yeah, I feel like an idiot. You're a butcher, but a very hot one. Hot as in sweaty or sexy? I could believe Passion is a hot butcher. It's very happy Wi-Fi. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Normally, any hotel I stay at just doesn't have very good internet at all. Come to Fluffy Streams where we watch Purea Patel pirate anime live.
Okay, shut up. Where else am I gonna get the subs? This anime only just recently started getting dubbed. I think you can actually check on this site. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, fuck dubs.
It shows at the. Fuck.
Oh, did you hear the recent controversy about Crunchyroll subs?
They're
using machine translators now.
Oh, that's horrible. No, that's terrible. That's the fucking worst. Oh. I don't know how to check, but this website does allow you to see which episodes are subbed. I just the only way I know how to check that is
it says sub right there. Oh, okay.
Well, it says sub, yeah, but on the main page, it'll literally allows you to see how many episodes by like a quick glance. Mm-hmm. But once you're actually on the anime, I don't know how to check it. Mm-hmm. And also, this website's weird. I don't think it has like a specific page where you can look at all the episodes. It's like you have to be in an episode. You have to be watching an episode to have access to.
Those character designs are good. Can we just see some of the episode? We're gonna have it muted anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh, stop! Hold on. I have to mute it.
Your stream's already muted on my end. You're fine.
Oh, okay. I'll listen to it. I love these characters.
Character animation's pretty decent.
Why is it not full screening? What's going on?
It's picture mode. Where Fluffy uses one of her viewers. Yeah, that's my nat. That's like my pastime. Oh, that looks a bit garbage. Go like halfway.
I don't think the visual quality
through the
changed
anime
all that much.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me give you the full 1080. Let's make sure that we're
it only goes through 720 on Discord, Purea.
Yeah, I know. That's the joke.
I swear to God, that tea pouring animation, they just hand around every single anime.
Probably.
My God.
No girls. No girl. Gross. No girls. Show me more girls. There we go.
This background isn't as bad as some others. They have, like, a few books back there and some flat as fuck boxes. Can we go back to that scene of her jumping?
Yes, we can.
This is what... Look at those boxes back there!
No, the visual quality didn't... Here,
I know it didn't. I just want to make fun of it again.
They go to a different fucking country, and the visual quality is still the same.
Oh my God. I was just thinking, like, hearing the plot of this anime, I thought it could look so cool. But it's just...
Yeah, but they didn't have a lot of animation budget.
Or background budget, my God. Like, I'm gonna be honest. What I'm thinking is that, like... Oh! What is that building?
No, that's what I'm saying. This is a completely different country, but they didn't make it look fancy at all.
I'm not doubting you.
It's just the same.
I'm just like... Do you think this anime had less of an animation budget than, like, Lane?
No, actually, older animes had less of a budget, but more of a passion in them.
Yeah, because Lane backgrounds looked honestly real sick.
Like, back then, here's the thing, though. If it was before the 2008 financial crisis, which I know Lane was, because they were airing it on 9/11, then the inflation would have been way better back then. So even with less of a budget, it would have been better adjusted for inflation, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Adjusted for inflation, Lane might have had more of a budget, but I'm willing to bet that it didn't. And they just like had better conditions for artists and stuff, and
So,
less
like,
like
the thing
committees.
here isn't money, it's probably time constraints more so.
I think it's the ills of capitalism. All of them on set. on
Because they just
anime.
want to shit out these animes as quickly as possible, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
And, like, the
Pretty
whole
much, yeah.
reason... I remember a quote saying that, like, One Punch Man doesn't have a bigger animation budget, they just had more time.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm so sorry, chat, and am I boring you? This bread's so fucking good. Hopefully my chewing isn't too loud. Thank God I'm good at, like, talking with food in my mouth. Like, I know some people, some family members, who, like, the moment they have a single piece of food in their mouth, they just stop talking or start going blah, 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 blah. And you'd have to, like, completely stuff my mouth, like 10 marshmallows. 10 big marshmallows. To get me to start talking weird. I don't know why no one else can do it.
When are we gonna do the Chubby Bunny? When are we gonna revive that?
Chubby Bunny VTuber Challenge?
Yeah, I mean, how long has it been since Chubby Bunny was relevant? Fucking 10 years?
Can we do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
I feel like Chubby Bunny would be good if either of us ever got, like... You know the iPhone tracking where they have, like, actual cheek puffs?
Yeah.
That would be good for Chubby Bunny. Hey, y'all remember Chubby Bunny? How many marshmallows can I stuff in any of you, chat? Tibbs, how many marshmallows can I fill you with? How many marshmallows can I shove into your gaping maw until you're bloated?
I think we're starting to discover Fluffy's fetishes.
This isn't a fetish, this is a threat.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh god, I got the second volume of Girls' Last Tour recently.
Oh,
I
really?
still
That's
haven't.
awesome.
I haven't gotten around to reading it yet, though. It's sitting right in front of me.
That's fair. I have a lot of mangas that I haven't read on my shelf.
Yeah, but this would be exactly the second manga I've ever read, other than the first volume. So,
yeah, to be fair.
What else do we have to say about Spy Kyoshitsu?
No. Okay, so the second season was good. It was really good because I think the characters were more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Is cute. She's funny. I love her, but she's a terrible spy. Grete is very interesting and very good at her job, but I feel like there are other characters that have more intrigue than her. But no, I think she's probably the most interesting one from
What about
season
Blonde
1.
Girl?
Which one? Blonde Girl?
Yeah, the one.
Oh, are you talking about Erna?
Yeah, the only one with blonde hair. Half of these characters have old lady hair that's gone white. Yeah, how's Erna?
Erna is actually extremely uninteresting, but she is super fucking cute, so I like her the most.
What's the most interesting character then?
The most interesting character is probably it's a tie between Thea and Annette. These are the two more interesting characters, and like I think second place is Monica.
Mm-hmm.
So like the thing about Annette that makes her so interesting is that she lost all of her memories, but when she finds her mother again, she realizes that the reason that she can become the best spy in the world is because she's completely fucking ruthless and will murder anyone for no reason at all. And the way that she proves this is when her mother betrays her and decides to try to pull one over on her and get her arrested, she just straight up blows her up. She has absolutely no regard for human life. And that's what makes her so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And Thea's main thing that makes her interesting is that she's the complete opposite. She cares so deeply about human life that she struggles to even like defeat typical baddies under normal conditions. Wants to be empathetic, and her ever since she was young, her mentor told her that she isn't just going to be a spy, she's going to be a hero. A hero is different from a spy in the fact that they're able to save their enemies too. And a lot of her arc is dedicated to her working against the system of being a spy in order to be something better. Although, to be fair, she gets shafted by writing, like bad writing.
Why?
They make her seem extremely weak at times because they're trying to like prove that it's difficult to be nice to your enemies. But really, they just made her weirdly weak, given that she's not supposed to be that weak. Anyway, but yeah, no, there are interesting characters. This season was better than the first season because it focuses these two. The more interesting characters are focused in season 2 and not in season 1.
Gotcha. What's this rated? 7.5?
I gave it a 75. 75 feels about appropriate because I really like the characters. Like, even the ones I called boring, I still love. Like Lily, I love Lily. And Erina, nothing interesting about her, but she is my favorite fucking character. So
what's the next show?
Yeah.
Feed me.
This is Monogatari.
We've been going for an hour and what? We've gotten through 2 shows?
Yeah, probably, but that's just because of all the tech difficulties. It would have been 30
Isn't
minutes.
Monogatari that one harem that's
no
funky animation?
Well, yes, but there's a lot of animes called Monogatari. You have to be... There's a lot. Because the Japanese word Monogatari literally translates to story.
Yeah, but we don't normally call our shows just story.
Yeah, to be
or
fair.
Or epic.
This one isn't Monogatari, it's Mononogatari.
Oh, Mononogatari. No. The Tsukumogami encounter mysterious new enemies who threaten life in Kyoto.
You have absolutely zero context for what any of those words mean.
I know what Kyoto is!
Okay, that's a good start. That's a great start.
Here,
okay.
Let's go fight. I'm gonna get Kyoto pulled up. One moment. Go
ahead.
I know what Kyoto is.
A Tsukumogami is a Japanese yokai that specifically is a possessed object. So, like an umbrella with a soul inside of it that makes it a living, breathing thing. This...
I like how none of the fucking images of Kyoto on the Wikipedia article are of, like, any actual houses where people live. It's all just, like, the historic temples. Sorry, continue.
Mononogatari is a show exclusively about Tsukumogami. So, it's kind of interesting because there was another show that came out this season that was about yokai in general. And a Tsukumogami was just like a minor character. But this show is entirely focused exclusively on just Tsukumogami. So, it feels like they focused really hard on just one particular fucking yokai and ignored all of the other ones. But that's what this show is about. It's about specifically Tsukumogami. And the main plot points are that the main character is a guy. The main character is a guy. You need to know that he's a dude. No, but he's the son of one of the 3 great houses of exorcists.
Like a shitty town in England. Yeah, the son of one of 3 things of exorcists.
There are 3 great houses of exorcism, and their sole purpose is to send Tsukumogami back to the other side, wherever it is they come from, right? Because they're spirits. And Kyoma, the main character, is the son of one of those houses, and therefore one day he will become one of the greatest exorcists of all time. But when he was very young, his brother and sister, who were also next in line to be the head of their household, were killed by a tsukumogami, specifically a paper umbrella, and that warped his view of the world greatly. He became heavily focused on eliminating and exorcising tsukumogami with absolutely no deference for their humanity at all. Like he treated them like objects and not like souls. And his sole purpose was to just get them out of this world as soon as possible because he hates them.
Yeah.
The first season focuses heavily on making him realize that tsukumogami are people too, and that they deserve at least a little bit of respect. And the way that they go about doing that is that there is a household called the Nagatsuki household, which contains 6 tsukumogami and 1 human, and the human is the master of the household. And he has to go live with them, and he has to live normal everyday life with 6 tsukumogami like right next to him. So he has to learn how to not be racist very quickly, because it causes problems for him in his daily life while he lives with them. And that was season 1. Also, there is a major subplot about the fact that what's her name? Sorry, what's her title is what I'm saying. The head of the household, Nagatsuki Botan, is in need of a husband for spoken reasons. Basically, for whatever reason, all of the Tsukogami in her house have convinced them. Oh, it's because they're a bridal trousel. Yeah. So you know how there's spirits that inhabit items?
Yeah.
Each of the items is a dowry. All 6 of them are a dowry. So their sole purpose is to be delivered to her husband one day. And so that's why they want her to get married, because they're literally a dowry. So when Kyoma shows up at the household, it's under the express permission from his grandfather that eventually he will become a marriage candidate for the head of the household, for Botan. And that's the reason why they let him live with her, is specifically because they want him to marry her. So that's a pretty major subplot. But the main reason he went to the house is so he can learn to live with tsukumogami.
I have a question.
Next question.
Is Smile Dog a tsukumogami?
It's a spirit that inhabits a photo, correct?
Yes. Or
It
it is an
depends.
image file.
Yeah, tsukumogami are really focused on physical objects. It's not impossible. You'd have to talk to a person who specializes in yokai. They might be able to give you some information that I don't.
Can a yokai inhabit a .exe file?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how
Is
digital
Ben
files...
Drowned a yokai?
Specifically, he would be a tsukumogami, but I don't know. I have no clue. I am not an expert on yokai.
Okay, not expert on yokai. Please keep talking about the yokai show.
Okay, so we basically covered what happened in season 1. Season 2 covers the 3rd major subplot, right? So the first major subplot, Hyoma has to learn how to live with Tsukogami. Second major subplot, Hyoma is supposed to marry Botan one day. Third major subplot, Botan is God.
Like
So,
Haruhi?
No, she's not a god for humans. She's a god for Tsukumogami. So specifically, they come from another world, right? In that world, there are gods, and one of those gods decided to inhabit a human in our world. In the same way that Tsukumogami can inhabit objects, Tsukumogami gods, who I believe are called what do they call them? Shit, what do they call them? They have a specific name in the show.
The big fuckers.
No, what is their name in the show? This is gonna kill me if I don't remember it. I think it has an M in it. I think it starts with an M. What is it?
Monogatari.
The Monogatari. Get it right.
No.
I remembered. It's Moriobito or something like that. Moriobito. But
Cool.
so a Tsukumogami is a spirit from another world that inhabits an object. A Moriobito is a god from another world that inhabits a human.
Isn't that a bit fucked up? Like, what happens
It
to the
is.
human?
No, the human still is there until the god awakens. So that's the thing, is when the god attaches itself to a human, it is in a dormant state, a sleeping. And when the human goes through a traumatic experience, the god awakens, takes complete control of their body, and seals the human away. It requires express intervention from a third party in order to stop the god from rampaging and bring it back to the light. So like it's very fucked up. Botan has had a Moriobito in her body since she was born, and for that reason she's considered a like very important person to either protect or seal, because people are absolutely terrified of what the god laying dormant in her is capable of. And Tsukumogami, because a Moriobito is a god for Tsukumogami, they can't actually defy her words at all. When she goes into god mode, they all simply bow, and like it's literally mind control. Against their will, they will do whatever she tells them to. There's a scene in the second season where the god comes out and
As gay? Good for them.
Yeah. The god comes out of Botan and says, "Oh, look, this Tsukumogami, what happened to your arm?" And the guy said, "Oh, I was in a battle recently and I lost my arm." And she said, "Oh, that's so sad. And you look so ugly. Okay, kill yourself." And then the Tsukumogami said, "No, please, no," and then instantly killed itself right then and there, because they have to do whatever God tells them to do. It's like baked into their programming.
Like me.
I guess so. You
If I
commune
told
with
you
God
to kill
often?
yourself, you would do it.
Oh yeah, totally. I wouldn't just like pretend to kill myself and then watch fucking anime. God damn. Okay, so
Damn what?
can I take... I'm gonna finish the Monogatari thing because we're almost at the end of this, and I'm going to show you an image because like I have something to get off my fucking chest. So the second season focuses mostly on the Moriobito part, where Kyoma has basically come to terms with the fact that Tsukogami are people. He's not racist anymore. Plot A basically done with. Kyoma and Botan are still not married, so that's a subplot that's constantly brewing. But the second season focuses on the Moriobito constantly trying to come out of Botan, and there's a religious sect of Tsukumogami that want to worship their god within the human world, so they're trying to awaken it within Botan. But I've already explained how that's not really a good thing. So the main characters are all trying to stop them from doing that. And that's the plot of the second season. It was pretty good. I think I probably gave it a 60. No, 70. Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Not as good as the spying anime, though.
No. That's like...
Yeah.
Because... there are cute girls in this.
You don't
well,
have to justify
Botan's cute,
yourself.
but
Don't
like,
worry.
I'm not saying there are no cute girls in this anime, but it's not heavily focused
Yeah,
on
look
cute
at
girls.
that one with the spinny disc.
Good.
That's a cute girl.
Wait, which one?
The one with the spinny disc in her hand.
Spinny disc.
It's like a little circly thing.
The only one with a circly thing is Hyoma.
Yeah, that's a cute girl.
Oh, are you talking about? Yeah, no, Hyoma's adorable. Sorry, I didn't see Hyoma there on the poster. No, Hyoma's best girl.
Yeah, she's the biggest one in the front with the disc.
Oh no, she's the biggest character too. That girl gets all the screen time.
Yeah, isn't
Love
that the
her.
main character?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. let me go grab the image that I wanted to pull up.
You need to get something off your chest, a confessional. Or
Yes.
Or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. Let me make sure that fuck. Okay, this should work. Okay, so I found this comment on an anime I was watching, and it made me feel so bad. Specifically, I want you to focus on this part right up here.
I'll read it. Lyrinan, Stoned Charmander, replying to Stone Charmander 4 hours ago, says, "It's crazy that I might end up watching more than 10 anime in a single season because it's been literal years since that's happened. Maybe it's just because I don't read as much manga anymore, but damn. Frieren, Undead Unluck, Dead Mound, Death PlayStation 2, Faraway Paladin Season 2, Tokyo Revengers Season 3, Dr. Stoned Season 2 Part 2, Eminence in Shadow Season 2, Goblin Slayer Season 2, Spy X Family Season 2, Shield Hero 3 for sure a maybe. I guess a lot of them are just sequels, but damn, those are some banger sequels."
You added a damn there. Was that just for emphasis?
Fuck you.
Okay, so I'm sure you know immediately what's upsetting about this to me, Fluffy.
Uh-huh.
Because this guy said it's been years since he watched 10 animes in a single
So
season.
you're shitting yourself because of the concept of other people watching less anime than you?
No, it's because these people like regulars on the site. I'm not talking about casual anime fans. These are like I see these people specifically on lots of different animes that I watch.
Hey, Prey, if you
And
start commenting
they comment
on animes...
they comment on every episode, and like it occurs to me that maybe frequent avid anime fans only watch 10 animes a season.
I mean, that seems pretty reasonable. Oh, also, Prey, this does mean that if you comment on every episode you watch, you could become a bigger presence on the site.
I could. If I still have what was it? Fucking Tsunade
Posse.
#1 big titty.
You can write
whatever
something thoughtful, though.
I could. No, but I mean I have that account, so I can post with that account.
But wasn't that on the other website?
No, all of the websites, all of the anime websites use Discus, so it's one account for all of them.
Oh, okay. Great. No, you should make a Prey Patel account, because then all of your anime reviews could lead them back to here.
That's true.
We could funnel people from piracy into anime girls.
Yes, I could. Okay, but like...
And then we can trans their gender.
Yes, I want to trans the gender of every anime watcher.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
okay,
the point of Saho. That's why it was founded.
This does come with a bit of good news, though, which is that this season, in particular, is probably one of the smallest seasons. I only watched, like, 19 animes.
Shit, only 19?
Yeah, not
That's
20 this time
sad.
around. Well, okay, so to be fair, when I say 19, I'm not including animes that were continuing from previous seasons. If we include those, then it would be up to like 25.
Oh, okay.
But on an average season, it actually, if I included those, it would be in the 30s. So under normal circumstances, I watch 30 animes a season, but this time I only watched 25. So it's a smaller season than normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Nihime to Kemomo. Oh, fuck, I fucked that one up. Let me just restart. Nihime to Kemono no. Oh. The King of Beasts and Achoo. Achoo! Oh, you've gotten me sick, Judy. How could you? Yeah, now I'm gonna die too. Okay, so the King of Beasts and Demons regularly receives female human sacrifices to eat in order to assert the dominance of his people over the human race. However, for the 99th sacrifice, the human girl brought to the capital, Sarifi, intrigues the Beast King. In fact, she isn't afraid of him or any other beasts, and even accepts death. Without begging or crying, as she has neither home nor family to return to if she were released. The king finds her intriguing and lets her stay at his side as his consort despite being human. This is the story of how Sarifi will become the queen of demons and beasts. Is someone thinking about me? We're always thinking about you. Like, every single meeting
I don't even know who's talking, but I'm thinking about you right now.
We start to be... me and Purea sit around, and I ask her, what do you think Chuny girls...
How do you think Chuny's doing?
Yeah, how's Chuny doing? And then we both sit there and ponder for a very long time.
When we get off of stream, all we ever talk about is you, Chuny.
Yeah. It's the only thing.
We spend hours after stream just talking about you.
This is a reverse parasocial relationship here.
Yes. I mean, one of the first things we did with Chuny Girl when she showed up to one of our streams was immediately follow her and then raid her. Isn't that the case? Do you remember that?
Oh! Maybe? Yeah! Yeah! We did!
I'm still following you, Chuny, by the way.
I am too.
It really is a reverse parasocial relationship.
Gosh, you're gonna have to like call the police on us one day.
Yeah, we are cyber stalking you, both of us.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, but no.
Okay, how's this show?
No, it's good. It's
okay.
It's good. The description is pretty apt this time. Usually the description sucks, but this one's pretty fair.
The character designs look a bit crusty.
Yeah, I won't fight that allegation.
So does the background there. Yeah, this is a crusty show.
Maybe, but it's Beauty and the Beast, but slightly better than Beauty and the Beast. What the fuck? Sadafi doesn't look like that. This is like a 90s anime. This is a weird screen cap. This is one of the only times Sadafi didn't look like Sadafi. I don't know why they chose this one specifically.
I think you can tell them to change that. I'm pretty sure.
Here, let me get. I'm gonna leave a note.
They can't read your notes.
Screen cap is inaccurate. I didn't spell that correctly.
You need more C's.
Yeah. C's. I always forget the C's. Okay. Also, I'm gonna hyphenate screen cap. Don't know
screen.
why.
Ow,
Yeah,
my
I'm just gonna
fucking
do that.
hand.
Anyway, but no, it's like anime Beauty and the Beast. The main thing is that the demons and the humans are both racist against each other, and Sadefi being taken on as a consort of the king causes a huge amount of unrest in the palace. And the entire anime is about her trying to prove to all of the demons in the palace that she really is fit to be queen. And that is the plot of the anime. The anime is in its entirety about Sadefi proving that she has the right to be queen. It's all right. I think it's pretty good. I liked it.
And
I
it's
don't think
full
it's
of furries.
exceptional, but I liked it.
You did give
75 is a little high. I'm gonna give it a 70 because 75 is a little high.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions? You were saying something.
Furries.
Yes, that's an important thing about this anime.
I
No.
fucking thunk.
That is, yeah. In the first episode, it is revealed that the king, the reason he took a human consort is because he's not racist against humans because he's half human. So he's half human, half demon. That means he has the ability to change into a human who looks absolutely conventionally attractive, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, in a normal anime, when you take a character that would be considered ugly by some standards, and you give them a form that is attractive and hot and like muscly and shit, right? Usually you heavily use the hot form and try to underplay the ugly form, right?
Uh-huh.
This anime is awesome and good. And so the writers decided that he's a demon first and foremost, and he is rarely ever in his human form. Sadefi, like, doesn't get that, like, pass where she's like, oh, but I love him most when he's in his... No, she married a furry, and she, like, did it specifically because he was a furry, and not because he was a human. And most of the time that they do all their, like, romantic shit, he's in his beast form. So, like, he's not a human most of the time.
How many
He
fingers
just has
does
the
he have?
ability
Can you
to do
scroll up
that.
for a second?
Huh? Yeah.
Scroll up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, that's the correct amount of fingers. His hand looks fucking weird, though.
That screen cap is inaccurate. That is not what the show looks like.
Yeah, this show looks worse.
Shut up!
God, look at that fucking dog shit
Story-wise,
poster.
it's okay.
Look at the little white glow they put around all the characters. Oh, it looks like...
Well, they don't do that in the anime. Obviously, they did that for this. That's not like a... Dude, it would be awesome, though, if the entire fucking
This
anime...
is so Beauty and the
everyone was
Beast of
just
her.
Like, they had the Minecraft glowing effect on them. Dude, that would be hilarious.
Gosh, the Minecraft glowing. It feels like one day I suddenly realized everyone else knew there was a Minecraft glowing effect and I didn't.
No, my wife recently... Well, she knew about the Minecraft glowing effect, but she looked me dead in the eyes and said, Minecraft doesn't have a thing to make a player glow. And I was like, it has the glowing effect. And she was like, isn't that just for mobs? And I was like, no, it can be applied to, like, anything.
Wow.
People do not understand the Minecraft glowing effect.
Ow! No orchestra.
Technically speaking, this anime isn't over, but this is the last episode. And it's gonna happen in 7 hours, so I can give, like, a pretty fair description of it.
Hajime Aono was a prodigy violinist until he grew jaded with playing the violin due to personal reasons. Now in his 3rd year of middle school, he struggles to decide his academic path. One day, in school, he meets Ritsuko Akine, a hot-headed novice violinist who wants to enroll in a high school with a distinguished orchestra club. When he finds himself getting closer to Ritsuko and being brought back to the world of violinists, time starts moving again for him. What?
Yeah, no, he
time
was in the
stopped.
stop time before. Like, literally, the world, it was like, so this all happened during the Jotaro versus Dio arc, right? His entire middle school life happened in those 8 seconds.
I did enjoy your few messages, Tibbs. Good for sleep.
But then
Zawarudo.
and that's when the time started moving again.
Oh shit. Okay, how is this show? It's slice of life?
It's actually pretty good. No, like, it is slice of life, yes. It heavily focuses on music, and although in general it's pretty standard run-of-the-mill slice of life, it has some very impactful moments in it. And I think that it's like a really good... I think I gave it an 80. Oh, I haven't rated it yet because it's not over. But I'm gonna give it an 80 when it's done.
Imagine if the ending just pulls in a race and is just so dog shit.
Well, the second to last episode was actually, it was like full of impactful moments. They managed to like complete multiple story arcs in a satisfying way for multiple characters. So if they ruined it on the last episode after making a very good penultimate episode, that would fucking suck.
Mm-hmm.
But no, this is a good anime. It's slice of life, and you should expect it to be a pretty average slice of life most of the time. But it does have moments where it's very beautiful, and there's a lot of music. It uses music very effectively to set tone.
So it's like, what, the one fucking piano anime?
Your Lie in April?
Your Lie in April.
I haven't watched Your Lie in April, so I don't know, but let's say that, yeah, it's like a slice of life version of that.
I thought Your Lie in April was slice of life.
Yeah, but there's the whole thing where it's like, it was heavily romance and also tragedy. There's not a huge amount of tragedy in Ao no Orchestra.
Uh-huh. Yep. That's the show.
It's good. You should. I think that you should watch it.
I will, Purea.
I haven't given that distinguished title to anything else because I usually only say that for like 80s.
Oh, fuck this
Ayakashi
animation.
Triangle.
Hi, Ayakashi Triangle. Japan may be brimming with mysterious monsters called Ayakashi, but they have a special exorcist ninja force to counter the Young exorcist ninja Matsuri spends his days fighting Ayakashi to protect his childhood friend Suzu. But when an Ayakashi cat named Shirogane shows up, things get turned upside down. This sounds like, and honestly kind of looks like, if you asked someone from like the mid-2000s to make up an anime.
Yes.
An American from the mid-2000s.
Yes. Another important thing that you should know about this anime is that it is censored hentai. The uncensored version will be released at some point, but currently it is censored. Eventually, it'll just become normal hentai.
Okay.
Now,
but
I do have to admit, I liked this anime more than many of the other animes this season.
You've been giving most of them 70s and 75 so far. What?
Yeah, what did I give this one? I gave it a
what
75.
What the fuck?
No. I liked it. I need you
well,
to
I know
understand.
you would have liked it. You're the horniest fucker in Saho, but...
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a... There was another one that was basically porn. I don't...
What the fuck?
Where was... Temple. That was basically porn. This is a 65. This is high. This is what I would give to an anime which was really good porn. This is like porn that made me feel something.
Okay, what the fuck happens in this shit-ass looking porn show?
I was exaggerating. Basically, so it's a gender bender. These
Oh,
two are the main
okay, that makes
characters.
sense.
When the Ayakashi named Shirogane shows up, things get turned up. The upside down means he turns this guy into a girl, and then gay stuff happens every episode. Now, I was very much exaggerating when I said earlier that it touched my heart. It didn't touch my heart. It feels like you're watching a
Did
porno.
it touch anything else?
No. Actually. There's too much censorship. You know, like everything was censored. How am I supposed to get horny while looking at that? Like, it's mostly clouds and cats because those are the pictures that they use to censor things. So like, what am I supposed to jerk off to a cat?
This animation looks
do
like
that.
garbage.
I'm not fucking Shane Dawson.
Didn't you fuck the cat?
Yes,
Okay.
but the reason why I like this anime so much, despite the fact that it's like porn, is because the storylines are actually really endearing. I like up until the last couple of episodes, I feel like the porn was done in a very tasteful way, where it felt like it was mostly like a romance anime that just happened to be very horny, right?
Mhm.
The last couple of episodes kind of ruined that by making the porn more just like porn for porn's sake. And
What's the
honestly,
plot? Just give me the rest of the plot and don't bring
Okay.
up the porn at all.
I will not. The plot goes like this. After Matsuri gets turned into a girl, the main plot... Okay, so I have to start from the beginning.
Thank God he already had a very girly name.
Yeah, that worked in his favor.
Would have sucked if he was named, like, Ken.
Matsuri and Suzu are childhood friends. They have been able to see Ayakashi since they were young, and they used to hang out with Ayakashi as friends. The thing is, Matsuri comes from a long line of exorcist ninjas called the Harain Nin. Harain Nin, or whatever. Basically, they exorcise Ayakashi for a living, and they're ninjas, and that's their like thing. And Suzu is a very special type of person called an Ayakashi Miko, or an Ayakashi maiden, or priestess, or whatever the fuck you call it. But the Ayakashi Miko is a person that will always attract Ayakashi to them, and they effectively act as the ruler of all Ayakashi. Effectively.
Mm-hmm.
In this particular instance, Shirogane, the cat, is powerful enough to be the leader of all of the Ayakashi, even though Suzu is around. But in his weakened state, when he can't do anything, Suzu is strong enough that she becomes like effectively the leader of all of the Ayakashi, because that's the type of person she is. She's effectively like
So we can set up a good
Ayakashi.
little, like, bait thing where she just sits in a room and the Ayakashi come to her and then he just kills them.
They could set that up, but the thing is, when Matsuri learns that Suzu is an Ayakashi Miko, and that his job is to kill Ayakashi that pose a threat to humanity, he becomes scared because he knows that Suzu attracts Ayakashi to her, and knowing that they can hurt humans makes him want to stop Ayakashi from getting involved with her. So he does a complete 180. From being a childhood friend that would always hang out with the Ayakashi with her, he starts hanging around her for the express purpose of like beating up all of the Ayakashi around her. He doesn't like kill them, but he does like specifically start bullying them to keep them away from her. And then eventually they grow distant because of that. Suzu has always been in love with Matsuri, but because Matsuri started like beating up all of her fucking Ayakashi friends, they stopped like being on a talking basis for a while. Eventually, you told me I can't mention the porn, right?
You can try not to. You can use colorful language.
Okay. Eventually, Suzu hits puberty and starts thinking things about Matsuri that a girl would during puberty. And at that exact point in time, Matsuri shows back up in her life because Shirogane, the cat here, attempts to eat Suzu alive. Because she's an Ayakashi Miko and because Shirogane is the king of Ayakashi, if he eats her, he will become the strongest Ayakashi known to man. This is exactly what Matsuri was afraid of, an Ayakashi showing up at Suzu's doorstep that had negative intentions. So he shows up and tries to kill it. But Shirogane is a very strong Ayakashi. And before Matsuri does the killing blow, Shirogane curses Matsuri with the gender bend spell. And that is where the story starts. After
of course they put the balls on the cat. I just noticed that.
Yeah, you just noticed that. But Shirogane is way bigger, by the way. This small little cat can grow into a giant fucking cat that could eat a human being alive. The reason he looks like this is because Matsuri has sealed him, and in effect, that is the reason why Matsuri gets turned into a girl, because they have effectively a situation like a what would you call it, a stalemate where Shirogane will not lift the gender bend curse unless Matsuri undoes the sealing, and Matsuri is not going to undo the sealing until Shirogane agrees to not eat Suzu, and neither of them wants to give on that. So they end up in this situation where Shirogane is always tiny and Matsuri is always a girl. And the rest of the anime is just basically Matsuri defeating Ayakashi, Suzu slowly becoming more and more stronger as an Ayakashi Miko, and pornography. And that's what the anime is about.
Okay.
But I really like what they do with the plot. And I personally like the characters a lot. Okay. For porn, it's actually pretty interesting.
Let's just move on.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to justify this anymore. This is a bad anime.
Hey, what's up? It's Mao Gakuen no Futeki Gosha Shijo Osaikyo no Mao no Oshiso Tensei Shite Shison Tashi no Gakko I Kaio 2. Fuck me, that's a long name.
Oh god, I have watched animes with way longer names. And actually, there's one currently airing. You're gonna have to read in a couple months.
When's that anime? You remember that manga? That light novel that was entirely told with cover pages?
Yeah.
There was a plan to make that into an anime entirely told by OPs. Did they make that yet?
No.
As peace returns to the demon realm, Anos Voldigode wishes nothing more than to put his reputation as the Demon King of Tyranny to rest, and go back to being a misfit at the prestigious Demon King Academy. Unfortunately, any tranquility is fleeting. Sinister demons, kings, and deities plot Anos' demise from the shadows. Rumors spread about the Child of God, a being whose power may rival that of Anos. To uncover the truth and eliminate the potential threat, Anos must journey deep into the land of spirits. However, the spirit world is shrouded in mystery, and it may only be entered after undergoing a series of difficult trials. With unrivaled power and confidence, Anos braces himself to defeat various formidable enemies with grandiose titles. But he, with the assistance of his trusted allies, will barely have to break a sweat as the true Demon King of Tyranny.
All right, so I'm gonna get on the ground floor of this one and say the plot to this anime inconsequential. It does not fucking matter. The only thing that matters is how I feel about it. Season 1 only took itself a little bit seriously, and it was full of silly, goofy remarks and jokes. And for that reason, I really liked season 1. I thought that it was like a 65 in terms of quality. It
Mhm.
was a funny, good, like it only took itself a little bit seriously, and like it's such an insanely stupid like isekai type plot that like it has to not take itself seriously for me to be able to look at it and not bore myself to death. The problem is season 2 actually takes itself pretty seriously, and that just makes it really fucking boring. It was way funnier and more over the top in season 1, but season 2 was just like it was just a stupid isekai. Like they didn't have any of the charm that season 1 had. So
Hey,
it was just a shitty, boring isekai.
what's the point of putting that girl in evil mood lighting and an evil pose and just giving her a little smile?
I explained this to you before, Fluffy. That is a character who is a main character who turns traitor during the events of the anime.
Oh, they could have made that more obvious in the post. Okay.
So the reason that she's smiling is because the point is not to defeat her, it's to save her. But like technically speaking, they don't save her, they save her alter ego, and they do end up killing her, but she's only half of the whole. It doesn't matter. It's stupid. The plot doesn't matter. This season was bad because it took itself way too seriously. That's all I have to say about this.
Okay.
The first season was funny. Not it wasn't a comedy, but it was funnier. What did I give this? 55.
Above average?
Well, that's because remember when I told you it takes itself too seriously, but like sometimes it earns it. Only sometimes.
This is an above
Only
average
sometimes.
show. Okay.
Is 50 supposed to like 50?
50 is
50
middle.
is what?
50 is mid.
Huh? Yeah, 50 is mid. All of the animes I watch bottom out at mid because if I watch an anime that would be like below a 30, I just drop it. That's why you never see those,
Okay.
right? So like I want to be clear, you're never going to see a 30 or below because I don't watch those animes.
Okay. What's the next one?
Oh, this one's good.
Dekiru Neko wa Kyomo Yutsu. When Saku took in a stray black cat, she never expected that he would become the equivalent of a housekeeping life partner. But Yukichi, a giant cat who towers over Saku, is not your ordinary feline. He takes great pride in his culinary skills. And a good sale at the supermarket always gets his whiskers twitching. Saku may not have her act together yet, but at least she has Yukichi. So she bought a maid?
She didn't buy anything. She went to
She-
the park
She
during
took
a
in
very
maid.
cold winter night, and there was a black cat freezing to death. She picked it up, brought it home. Turned out it was a sentient being. Sapient being, right? Unlike normal cats who are
Uh-huh.
just there, they like live life. They eat shit and run, and that's all they know how to do. This cat has the intelligence of a human and also the ability to grow to human size. And she didn't know that when she picked it up. This cat also has a very judgy personality. So like she's a very messy person, and when she first brought the cat home, like I need to stress the cat was freezing to death
Uh-huh.
when she found it. She brought it home, and its first thought is, God, this is a disgusting hoarder home. I'm going to leave this house as soon as I get the fucking chance.
Mm-hmm.
because she was a very messy person. Eventually, though, she manages to make the cat endeared to her enough that it decides to start living as her maid. But it's very angry about her messy, slovenly lifestyle, even though it's willing to help her out with it. And that's the plot of this anime. She makes money for the two of them by going to work every day, and he takes care of the house and her, and is constantly complaining about how she's a absolutely worthless human being
That
and a
sounds like
terrible
an
owner.
abusive relationship.
Maybe a little bit, but it's silly and goofy, so it's fine. And also, that's a giant fucking cat. I don't know. It's like, if a giant cat tells you that you're worthless, is it really that bad?
Yes!
But they're so silly and goofy and fluffy.
That thing is the equivalent of a bear.
No, they say that all the time. One of the most common phrases in this anime is, "Oh, Yukichi, I can't bring you outside because you'll get mistaken for a bear."
Are there a lot of bears in Japan? Does Japan have any bears?
Yes. There are a lot of bears in the woods in Japan, not in the city. I don't think you find many bears in Tokyo.
Do you have
Maybe in
bears
Osaka.
around where you live?
No, I don't. I don't have
We
any
have bears
here.
up here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's based.
They eat fish.
It's based to live within proximity of a bear.
We also have mountain lions.
Oh, okay. That's pretty scary.
Next anime?
Next anime. Oh, by the way,
How did we talk about the porn anime for 3 times as long as this one? Jesus Christ.
The porn anime was good. Like, look, I rated it better than this, and this is like a run-of-the-mill slice of life, so, like, you know.
Okay.
But the porn anime was good. Speaking of porn anime,
Temple. I know. I'll become a monk. Akagami Akemitsu has spent his days and nights absorbed in studying and part-time work in an effort to distance himself from his family, which is notorious as a household of philanderers. One day, he falls in love at first sight with a girl named Aoba Yuzuki, and suddenly he's constantly drowning in worldly desires. Hoping to fight back against his genes and live a more stoic life, he enters a temple, only to find out that it's a covenant filled with gorgeous girls. So he begins a new rom-com about the temple life of 3 adorable triplets and 2 beautiful freeloaders. Why the hell is the video feed freaking out there?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. So
Scroll
this
down.
is a
One moment.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Scrolling down.
Okay, other?
What, other? Yeah.
You're gonna watch that.
No, I'm not. I haven't watched it. It's already released, and I haven't watched.
You're gonna watch it. It's releasing, it says.
But I don't wanna. Please don't make.
You have to, and you're gonna report back to me on it next stream.
Okay. Fine, I'll watch it. Alright.
I want to know how they do chibi porn.
This isn't porn. This is much less porn than the other one.
Okay.
Because this is just a traditional harem ecchi. There is a lot of nudity, but they don't.
Why does the animation look better than half the other shows we've looked at here?
Because I think that this show might be good, actually.
What did you rate it as?
We're gonna get to that. I also already showed you. So, just look in your memory. You'll eventually find it.
It was like 70,
This
probably?
anime is a harem ecchi, and harem ecchis tend to be fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
So apparently the audio went out at some point again. And we don't know when, because chat's not here. They can hear me now, because I'm going through the speakers, but they can't hear you. I don't know when that happened. Oops. Okay, well, I'm gonna do what I do. I'm unplugging the computer and plugging it back in. What? Boop. Properties. Deactivate. Activate.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're good.
So everyone can hear me now?
Yeah, everyone can hear you now. Yeah. But yeah, no, you need to give... Like... Design your character how you like characters. You're supposed to like how you look.
Yeah, I designed my character to be like... I designed it with a lot of things in mind, but whether or not I personally found it cute was not one of them.
That's the only thing I had in mind when I designed myself.
So your character is your type of anime girl.
Yeah.
I see. Would you call your character your waifu?
No.
Then
Because
did
I'm
you
not
really
into
do a good
self-cessed.
job? Okay, fair enough. But that's what it felt like. When I was designing my character, I didn't make them like super duper cute for me because I'm not into self-set.
You can make yourself cute for... Like, I don't know, maybe if not in body type or whatever, in clothing. Because in real life, you'd wear stuff that you find cute, yeah?
I'm not the type to try hard to look good for myself.
Really? What, are you
No.
wearing a fucking hoodie
I
some
just wear
slacks?
whatever is convenient.
Do you not have, like, a wardrobe full of pretty dresses and stuff?
I only have a few, and I don't wear them very often.
Preya. You can just go out and buy clothes that you like. I literally don't... The only clothes
Being
I
pretty
own...
is so hard, though.
It's
you have
not.
to, like, really try.
No, you don't! What do you mean you have to try? Literally, all I have to do is make sure all of my wardrobe is pretty, and then I'm fine. I can just grab whatever from it.
I guess. I don't buy clothes all that often.
Okay. Well, next time you do, get stuff you like.
I will. I promise. Okay. To finish up Temple,
opportunity.
just like it's a harem ecchi, and the plot line is very heavily it's a harem ecchi, and you should go in expecting that to be
Okay,
the plot.
does he fuck the little bat in that girl's arms there?
No. Also, that's barely even a character. I
Can he
forgot
fuck
that
it?
was in the anime. Okay, but this is the tsundere. I like her. That speaks enough to the fact that the characters are actually well written. She's very well written. She's barely in the anime, but I like her. She's extremely well written. She sucks, but technically she's a well written villain. And then she's barely in the anime, but she's
I see
alright.
whoever made this anime likes big tits.
Yes, that's very clear. Yeah, they definitely do. But,
Sadly, I don't like big tits. This
Uh,
anime is going to be eliminated.
the vast majority of you in the audience watching this probably are not interested in harem ecchis. Don't watch this because it is definitely in that genre. But if you are willing to give one a try,
Hello, audience.
if
This
you are, if you
is
if
crack.
if if a fucking mass murderer pointed a gun at your head and said you have to watch a harem ecchi, just one, or I'll shoot you, pick this one because it is at least good enough passively like for someone that likes harem ecchi, this is a godsend. For someone that doesn't, it's at least enough of a good watch that you're not gonna claw your eyes out.
Don't listen to this. Watch Trinity 7 instead.
I don't even remember anything about that. It was terrible.
It's not good.
Okay. Oh god.
Oh, that is
Speaking of
some
not
animation.
good. Speaking of not good. Okay, let's get this one done with quick, because I don't want to look at it any longer.
Sage, Muso, Salaryman, Isekai, oh, fuck off, Isekai. Day, Ikin Okoru, Tame ni Ayumu Michi. I do. It's never, the word Isekai never adds anything. But that one's good, because it's making fun of Isekai.
That's true. That is true.
That's the whole point. It's supposed to make fun of it. That's fine. But any isekai...
To be fair, all of the animes that I have rated below 50 are all isekais, so...
Any isekai that's not, like, self-flanderizing is just garbage. Or is fine, but would be better if
it wasn't an isekai?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Quickly.
Wait. Is Fallout New Vegas an isekai?
I don't think so.
A salaryman was shot to death just before earning a promotion, and a god decided to reincarnate him in another world as a 15-year-old healer named Luciel. But what happened to the other 15 years? What happened to the other Luciel? Is he dead? On top of...
No. Okay, so this is... barely matters, because this anime barely matters. There was not a Luciel in existence before he reincarnated. Luciel
so a 0-year-old
in air as a 15-year-old.
Luciel.
Yes. No, like, the first episode makes very clear that Luciel materialized out of thin air as a 15-year-old.
On top of all that, the country he was born into seems to hate healers. Imagine if the whole country was just like, ayo, fuck doctors. What the hell?
Another thing that barely matters, because this anime barely matters, healers are a stand-in for billionaires in this anime universe.
What?
No, they are. So the thing is, healers are necessary in order to save people's lives, and they take advantage of that fact by making people pay exorbitant prices and paying their employees next to nothing. And when you challenge or in any way attempt to fight back against the monopoly that healers have on the healthcare system, they send assassins after you to kill you, and they'll do it to anyone, including their own employees.
Feeling that he's in danger, Luciel visits the Adventurers Guild in hopes of keeping himself safe, but the training is much harder than he expected, and every day he's forced to drink a mysterious beverage called Substance X. Wait, this life doesn't seem to have anything to do with being a healer. The day-to-day life of a super masochistic back from the dead healer begins. Oh, that comma is not in the right fucking spot. With his very survival on the line.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. This anime is like, it's really bad. Don't watch it. It's probably the best example of why isekais in the modern day are garbage is this anime. It's just not. It's not a good anime.
Tell me about
It's
it.
bad.
Why is it bad?
Okay, so
What's happening in it? What's the
the
plot?
gags, the comedy was like it was written for a 13-year-old.
Give me an
Um,
example.
well, he drinks substance X, which is a gross substance, and then there's like a 1 minute long section of him making weird bodily movements in front of a purple background to so that you know that it was really gross what he just drank.
Okay, what's the plot?
The plot is
Explain the whole show.
Luciel is a healer. He got reincarnated and then he like popped out of thin air and he was a healer. He showed up in town, said, "I'm a healer." Everyone freaked out and said, "Get out of here, you fucking capitalist scum." He went to the Healers Guild. He was like, "That was weird." Registered as a healer, learned a little bit about the world, learned that other healers were evil and fucked up. To go to the Adventurers Guild to learn how to fight because he thought he was super weak and so he needed to be able to in order to like world. While he was at the Adventurers Guild, the Adventurers Guild cut a deal with him. The deal was, since all of our adventurers are poor, they are physically unable to go to the healers and pay the exorbitant costs and fees. So if you train at the Adventurers Guild, we will give you free training, free room, free board, free meals 3 times. All you have to do is give away healing for free
So
whenever
is
anyone
healing
asks.
like a genetic thing?
Yes, it's not a skill that you have to have it from birth, I think. So he trains for like a full-on year at the Adventurers Guild trying to get stronger, while giving away healing for free the entire time because that was the deal that he made with the Adventurers Guild. This is a very important thing that makes this anime bad. Despite all the training that he does, he's never actually very strong. Like, he's constantly weaker than the people around him, no matter what. Despite the fact that he did, like, training for, like, 3 to 4 years straight, non-stop, for, like, 8 hours a day. Like, he has a full-time job in training to get stronger, but he's like, never gets stronger.
Who are those two ladies?
He gets stronger. He never gets strong.
Who are those two ladies back there?
Oh, okay, so this is the receptionist for the Adventurers Guild. She's just eye candy. And her whole point is that she is nice to Lucille, and Lucille is nice to her, and she really appreciates the fact that he's a healer who heals people for free. So they have like basically, if things go right for them, they might start a romance. That's the position they're in. They're like close friends that have romantic tension. This girl is the receptionist for the Healers Guild, and after she publicly denounces increasing prices, she gets attempted assassinated by the Healers Guild. After that, she has to go into hiding because the Healers Guild wants her head, and she goes into hiding in the Adventurers Guild and eventually agrees to become a new receptionist for the Adventurers Guild because the Healers Guild is trying to kill her and she can't work for them anymore. That's who those two characters are. Same thing with Lucille. She's like, Lucille's the one that stopped the assassin from killing her, so she might date him eventually. Maybe.
Okay. What's the rating of this anime?
Like probably 40. Yeah, 40.
Okay.
Like
Slightly
40
below average. Cool.
Yes, 40 is pretty much the lowest I would ever rate an anime before just dropping it. So, like, if in rare cases, it's a 35. But, like, in general, I think that you can consider this anime to be the cutoff line for what I would watch.
Got it. What's the next one?
Oh, this is a good anime. I like this anime.
Oh ho ho.
This is an anime adaptation of a video game.
Raiza no Atelier. Tokuyami no Jo to Himitsu no Kakerega. The village of Ranson lies on Kirkin Island, which is surrounded by a lake, which is surrounded by an island, which is surrounded by a lake, which is surrounded by an island, which is surrounded by another lake. Time travels slowly on this island that's on the outskirts of the Roteswasa kingdom. In this quiet village with very little excitement lived Raiza, a girl with entirely too much energy for this quiet village. Great way to use the word quiet village twice in the same sentence. Whose main feature was that she's so ordinary that she has no outstanding features. I wonder if there's anything to do. Anything! Raiza wasn't satisfied with only being known as an ordinary farmer's daughter in the uptight, boring little village. Jesus fucking Christ, we get it. So, one day she sneaks onto a boat with her childhood friends, Lent and Tao. Hey, was she giving up for Lent? And they have their first adventure on the opposite shore. There, she encounters a man who uses a mysterious power called alchemy. Raiza is completely enchanted by this power and asks him to teach it to her. From an ordinary farmer's daughter to an alchemist, this was something completely new. Their own little single summer adventure is about to begin. Hey, the image quality in this is pretty good.
Yes. This is a anime adaptation of a video game. It pretty much follows the main story and side quests. Mostly side quests, actually. The first season doesn't even get off of the island, so it's really heavily focused on all of the side quests on the starter island.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the story's about. But it's actually pretty good as an adaptation. People who played the game say that it was a really fun, very interesting game. And with the way they chose to adapt the quest lines, this comes off as a very fun, very interesting, very relaxing slice of life in a game world type of anime.
Mm-hmm. What's the big tower?
The big tower is it's their goal. So here's the thing. This is Lent, right? His thing is that his dad was a pretty strong knight who eventually got washed up and became a drunkard and a bum. And he wants to prove that he's like strong like his dad, but not weak in the ways that his dad is weak. And the way he wants to prove that is by eventually conquering this tower. Now, I said they don't really get off the starter island on this first season, so they don't actually go to the tower. But this tower is his end goal. He wants to go there.
Oh, Chuni is still here? God, I thought we were all alone in this world.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Chuni loves this game. Oh, that's cool. Apparently,
the
the
anime
anime's
is good. There's only one criticism I have for the anime, which is the story of the game was adapted very well, but the animators had some freedom, some liberty in what visuals they showed, and they often choose to focus on girl parts. Specifically, Rise's thighs have more screen time than fucking Lent over here. Or sorry, is it Lent? No, Tao. Sorry, than Tao over here.
Uh-huh. Got it. That's the weirdest assigned little pant I've ever seen. What's the point of cutting a slash in it, leaving the bottom of the slash, putting 2 little belt buckles in it? What?
So, this is a really good anime. The story is very interesting, and it's obviously, like, worth watching. But expect to see a lot of titty shots, and expect to see a fucking shit ton of thighs.
Prey, don't you like thighs?
I do, but, like, it's distracting when I'm trying to get, like, into the story.
Yeah, she's very cute. But Freya, who needs story when you have thighs?
This is one of those animes where I really want to listen to the story. Like with fucking Temple, right? The characters are fun, they're interesting, but it's mostly like a harem ecchi, so I'm okay with them sexualizing the characters. This is like a fucking normal anime, and I'm really interested in what they're doing.
I think
like they focus on their titties.
I think Perea's just mad because, well, she doesn't have any thighs herself, being nothing but a bust.
I will. You will see. Soon enough, my thighs will be glorious.
I think I have thighs. Let me check. Do I?
Hold on.
Yeah, they're
fluffy
there.
Thigh, it's fluffy thigh time. Fluffy thigh time.
Yeah, there they are. That's all you get.
I haven't even seen them yet.
Boop.
Oh, there they are. Yeah, that thigh is pretty bad. Ooh, I saw it again. Holy shit.
Yeah, they
thighs.
exist. They sure fucking exist.
All right. No, but this is a good anime, and I think that you should watch it.
Hey,
Even if you're not into
let me do
slice of
something with
life.
Prey. Let me grab Prey here. I want to grab
50% of this
Prey.
anime is like an adventure anime. The other
See?
50% is side questing on the main island,
Right,
so it
nothing
feels kind of
there.
like a slice of life. So it actually does have something for everyone, because 50% of it is side quests. Like, it sometimes has a very chill, very cool episode where nothing major happens, but it's still fun to watch. And the other 50%,
Chickens
they
have
actually
that.
do stuff, so it's not boring.
Damn, Freya, chickens have thighs, but you don't? Wow. Worse than a literal bird.
Just you wait. I will have thighs. They're being shipped in the mail right now. I'll get them eventually.
I can't wait for that. I'll have to give you a slightly, like, a taller box. I don't know how I'm going to do that with the screen and everything. Maybe your thighs will go in the guest 2 box.
Yep, maybe. That, you know what? It's just my head over here, my thighs over there, replacing member 3.
What if I had your old model and your new model as either guest?
That would be silly, I think.
Score
That would be
80. Oh, that's nice.
It's because it's a good anime.
You get so defensive when I just say what the score is. I'm not disagreeing with you, Perea.
I see. Okay. Well,
I said,
sometimes-
oh, that's nice.
Sometimes I rate bad animes very highly because they're like my type of trash. Like that's how Ayakashi fucking Triangle worked, where it's like I like the characters, I think that the romance
Wait.
is cute, but it was.
I need
was
to ask,
hentai.
Chuni, do you have thighs? Like, not everyone does, do you? Anyway, we're looking. Oh, this looks cute.
Yeah, it's cute. It is cute. Like, it's genuinely very.
I like those
cute.
buildings there. Is all the backgrounds animated like that?
I don't know.
But you watched the show.
Yeah, I focus on characters more than backgrounds.
Freya
I would
forgets
say-
what she's looking at.
Yeah, I don't look at backgrounds. Like, what am I? Oh my god! It's, the characters are doing so much, but I'm like really focused on the roof tiling right now. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not like you, Fluffy.
Have you ever you watched Girls Last Tour?
Yes.
Did you even realize they were in the post-apocalypse? times where he just so focused on their little faces that you didn't
You have to-
realize the whole
You
world
have to
was in shit
realize
around them.
no. You have to realize that with Girls Less Tour, the purpose of the anime is very particular. It's an atmospheric anime. Like, it wants you to specifically take in the surroundings. So you're not supposed to focus. It gives you time, like, specifically to focus on the background.
But like,
The other animes don't do that. Something is
maybe-
always happening on screen. Also,
Hey.
very important thing to note, I watch subbed anime. 90% of the time, my eyes are on the bottom of
I
the
also
screen
watch
reading.
subbed anime. I can just look at the whole screen at once and absorb.
Yeah, but that's because you're
You
a
literally
freak.
have 8 eyes!
You have this weird desire to look at the background of things.
Because they're pretty!
Well, not in the animes I watch, dude.
But what about this one? Like, at least the, cover
backgrounds
art
in
looks
this one were nice, I think. If I
Okay.
remember correctly, they were good. They looked
Okay.
nice. But I don't focus on that.
Anyway.
You're the one that's constantly going off about hyper green grass in isekais and
'cause it
like
hurts my
block
fucking
buildings
eyes.
in other animes. It's like if you don't like the backgrounds, then why look at them?
Because I have to look at the screen, Perea.
Then don't absorb the information. In one eye, out the other, dude.
Also,
Can you not selectively delete information from your mind like I can?
No, I look at the screen and I absorb the whole image.
Nah. For me, everything is a blur except what I want to look
Freya
at.
does like scan lines where she has to like remember each individual pixel
No, it's
at a
not.
time.
It's not scan lines. It's more like there's an algorithm in my head that deletes all the information that I don't want to look at.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, breaking news: Chuny Girl has big thighs.
I'm glad. It's good to know.
Mhm, good job. Anyway, I need to actually say the name of this show at some
Go
point.
ahead.
Shiro Seijo to Kuro Bokushi. Saint Cecilia is... Wait, how can she be a saint if she isn't already dead?
Saints work differently in this world. No, that's actually an important plot point in this anime, is that only women can be saints, and they're like super different from saints in our world.
Saint Cecilia is beloved by the townspeople. Not only is she elegant and composed, she benevolently shares her wisdom with all who seek it. That is, until the last person has left. At which point she becomes totally hopeless. Only Pastor Lawrence is keeping the saint put together enough to do her duties. And though she may test him, it's all in a day's work.
Okay.
All in a
So-
day's work down at the Saint Factory.
As Fluffy has already noted, this anime has very good visuals, and I'm pretty sure the backgrounds look really nice during animation. But that's where all of their budget went, because the story is a little lackluster. It's a very traditional romance, nothing to write home about. It's like enough to keep your attention, and I think that it's all right as romances go. But the main character,
Wait, aren't
this
priests
guy.
not allowed to get married?
no, that's not. Like I said, the religion works differently in this world.
Okay.
Women can become saints when they're alive. Men are physically unable to become saints. They can only become pastors, and any religious figure can get married.
Uh-huh.
These are just religion is different in this world. But yeah, the main character Lawrence here is like so dense that it hurts, and Cecilia is a wonderful girl, but she has like the specific intention of like I don't what's the best way to describe this? She's not dense, but she's another thing. What's the word for it?
Stupid?
I guess the situation is like she's in love with Lawrence and she's constantly expressing affection, and Lawrence is way too dense to figure it out, like genuinely to the point where it feels like he might be stupid. And then she is just like content with the bare minimum. And like that's the entire anime. It's a romance, but it's not like the best romance. I think the animation is probably very good, but the story is like very mid. So I don't know what I gave it, but probably a 60. Yeah.
Worse than porn.
It's like, it's not boring, but it's not amazing.
Harder to jack off to as well.
I mean, it looks good. If you're into the visuals, it looks good.
I don't know, Prey. You just need to get a kink for good art.
I guess I do, because I really don't give a shit.
Fuck me, this is a long name. Higeki no Genkyo to Naru Saikyu Gedo Last Boss Jo wa Atami no Tame ni Ukushimasu.
I might have overrated this one.
Maybe. It does
Just
not
read
look
them.
that good on the face of it.
Yeah, it isn't.
It's one thing. Is this an isekai?
No. Well, yeah. Okay. So
It's like one of those villainess
men have
isekais, isn't it?
isekais, but girls have a different thing where they get reincarnated
Yeah.
in a story that they read, which
Yeah.
is a bit different.
Which is an isekai.
It's effectively an isekai. I guess it's just like isekai for girls.
Which means you must love it. You're girl.
I am, and you know what? I'll be honest. I do like the reincarnated as character, as villainess, as blank, more than I do the traditional like.
It's one thing to
action-based
get
isekai.
reincarnated as a righteous hero. It's another thing entirely to get reincarnated as a villain. Jesus Christ, that one show did it well. And I
Yeah, the rest of them like are varying degrees of not good.
Our protagonist was just reincarnated into the body of Princess Pride Royal Ivy. Fuck you. Fuck that name. Jesus Christ. That's
Why
like
don't you like
the
Pride Royal
closest
Ivy?
you can... I think that's like the closest you could get to being racist against English people.
Well, that's good. Fuck English people.
The last boss and ultimate villain of her favorite Otome game. But evil just isn't her style. So she'll use Pride's powerful abilities to sow peace and love instead of discord. Can she change the... Huh?
No, I'm just like. I can understand not wanting to proliferate Discord.
Can she change the fates of this vile villainess? Or is her role in the story already rotten to the core? My life as a villainess already fucking did this like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
And it did it better.
And it did it gay.
Yeah, there's no gay in this actually.
Oh, fuck. What's the point then?
This one's not gay. Yeah, no. This one's
Yeah,
pretty...
you definitely overrated
boring.
it. I don't even know what you rated it at.
Yeah. I definitely overrated. I don't know what rating I gave
Just
it, but it's
give your
it's
description of it, and then we'll look.
It's like...
What's happening in the show? We know the basic plot. The basic, like, literally the
Yeah.
same plot. But what's
So-
the specifics?
The specifics are that she got reincarnated as a villainess, and in this particular iteration of I got reincarnated as a villainess, she's a very heinous villainess. Unlike a normal
Like a
villainess...
genocider?
Yes! Like, her plot line...
got her great!
Her plot line in the original book, or whatever, game, or whatever, before the reincarnation shit, is that she gets control of the kingdom after her mom and dad both die in a carriage accident or something, and she immediately uses it to enact laws that do such heinous shit. She like does genocide. She finds people with special abilities called special ability users and uses them to just kill people and to create an army of special ability users to just be evil with. And then people who have been in the castle working directly with her parents that eventually have to work with her because she's the new queen, she just ruins their life for fun. Like, this is her little brother, not by birth, but adopted, because there's a tradition within the kingdom that every princess has to grow up with a commoner who the royal family adopts or something. So the royal family adopts a commoner, says, this is your little brother. She finds out about her little brother's birth family, his mother, who sold him into adoption, goes to them in the middle of the night, murders his mother in cold blood, and then takes the dagger and hands it to her little brother just because she wants to see him at the depths of despair for fun. Like, and she does this, by the way, when she's 8 years old. So she was rotten to the core from the very beginning. And she is like a atrocious fucking villain in the original story. When this girl gets reincarnated, she realizes that she's destined to do those things and freaks the fuck out. She's
Wait,
like,
so this
I
is
don't
before
want the
those
genocide.
things happen?
Yes, she gets reincarnated into a 6-year-old's body.
I feel like it would be more interesting if she was reincarnated into that woman after she did those things, and then she had to dig herself out of that hole.
Yes.
But, like, this is just, oh, you don't want to do those things? Well, then don't.
No, okay. As the anime progresses further and further in, that becomes so apparent and so relevant that she keeps avoiding evil things, and yet she's constantly crying about how she's evil, even though she's never done anything evil.
Like,
And
since she was 6.
She's constantly, like, bawling about the fact that she could be evil, but she's never done anything wrong in her entire life, and she's constantly doing right by other people.
That sounds like such shit. You know, when you were explaining to me what that lady did beforehand, I was like, oh, that might be interesting specifically. I want to see someone dig themselves out of it. But this is just some lady who just discovered, oh my god, I can do bad things?
Yes.
I could, like, shoot my mom.
She is so extremely guilty over things she didn't do.
Yeah, that's called severe anxiety. Intrusive thoughts. Like,
the anime follows her as she does, like, insanely good shit. She's like the nicest, kindest, most caring princess in the world, but she's constantly telling people around her that if she ever does anything wrong, that they should stab her in the throat. Like, literally, she when she was 8 years old, right? Her parents adopt her little brother, and instead of killing his mother, she decides to, like, find his mother and give him the keys to his freedom or whatever, and he decides willingly of his own accord to not take that freedom because he believes that she is a wonderful princess and he needs to be there for her to protect her so that she doesn't get assassinated or whatever, right? He wants to make sure that she becomes the queen because she's so kind and courteous. And on that exact same night that he agrees to be her bodyguard, she walks into his room while he's sleeping, grabs his hand, and says, "If I ever do anything wrong, please murder me," and then leaves.
Bitch, what the fuck?
And then later, this knight is the son of the head of the royal knights, and his father is the captain of the royal knights. He gets into a difficult situation, and it looks like he's about to die. And Ivy goes to the front lines of battle to save the captain of the Royal Knights, which indebts his son to her because she saved his dad's life. and he decides that he wants to become the perfect knight and to devote himself entirely to being the head of the Queen's royal guard, so that he can protect her. And on the exact same day that he swore devotion to her, she kneeled down while knighting him and said, "And if I ever do anything wrong, stab me," and then walked away.
This is just sad. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's so fucking it. Oh my god, it's like it's insane how, and it's like it's a very mid anime, I would say. I think that I don't know what I gave this, but it deserves a 50. Yeah, no, that's way too high. That's way too fucking high. I don't know.
Yeah, there's some porn animes that have that much rating. My god.
Holy shit. Well, the porn animes are good though. They actually, the writers obviously care about their characters.
Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, what's the next one?
Oh, it's Go Tobun.
Don't you mean Go Tobun?
This barely counts.
Hanayome.
No, this. You don't even have to read the description of this one, by the way. This barely counts because it was only 2 episodes adapting chapters from the manga that weren't adapted in the original series. So it was effectively just like an anime special, like an OVA. That's all it was.
Wow, the colors in this anime are fucking with my eyes.
But
it's
like
so
Yotsuba
saturated.
is in this anime, and therefore it gets 100. That's all I'm gonna say, and that's all I have to say. Go watch Go Tobun. Best harem
Chat,
ever.
don't watch Go Tobun. Whatever you do, don't do
Best
it.
harem ever.
Don't watch Go Tobun. Watch Trinity 7 instead.
You know what? You should go watch Trinity 7 and then watch Go Tobun because it'll be a cleanser. It's a good anime.
Level 1 Mao to 1 Room Yusha. After his embarrassing defeat at the hands of a brave hero, Demon Lord is back and ready for revenge. But after 10 years apart, the hero, Max, isn't the dashing do-gooder the Demon Lord remembers. In fact, Max has turned into a shut-in slob with no interest in an epic rematch. Can the Demon Lord whip his former nemesis back into shape? Or will he be defeated by the hero-turned-couch potato once again and join him in his lazy life? Who's that squat little thing there? Like
This is the
moon
Demon Lord.
shape. I thought it was him. Is that girl?
Okay, so that's actually the Demon Lord has the ability to change gender by shape-shifting constantly.
Mm-hmm.
And the Demon Lord is in love with the hero. So, despite the fact that the Demon Lord is, in this chibi form, a man, and yes, despite wearing the dress, that thing has a penis.
Okay. You said you just turned into a turf for a moment there.
No.
Despite wearing that dress, that thing has a penis.
I'd like to address the turf allegations. I called the Demon Lord a thing because they're a demon and not because they're trans.
Okay.
But no. Whenever the Demon Lord wants the hero to, like, you know, show him romantic love, he literally turns into a girl.
Okay.
Who is normal human sized and fits the hero's what would you like type to a T. So
is that
like,
the girl on the other side?
No.
Who's that girl?
Is it shown anywhere?
Xenia.
I'm actually gonna pull up an image because this is at least kind of important to show you the Demon Lord's female form.
Okay. Also, hi, sponsored. You were there for when I had a bad time playing Sonic, right? Just gonna let that fan
That's not a good. I need to get a slightly better. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay,
damn
this
it! You broke the silence. Okay. Perea, have you watched Made in Abyss?
No, because it sounds like it's gonna be a pretty bad time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
This is what the Demon Lord looks like in their female form.
Oh, wow! It's like a tall version of a character from My Hero Academia. It's that face that they give to all of their characters.
Yeah. But that's
It's
what
Deku.
the hero is into.
The hero
Yes.
wants to fuck Deku.
Yes. And so this is male form. This is when the Demon Lord is just trying to like hang out with the Yusha for normal or the hero for normal reasons.
Who's the other
This
girl?
is the female form. This is when they are expressly trying to romance the hero. They want romantic intentions, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
So-
who's the other girl?
This is the Demon Lord's direct underling, the secretary of the Demon Lord.
Why
her
isn't
name
she
is-
wearing pants?
She just does that. Actually, I think in her first appearance, she gets super drunk and then runs around town naked. And then
Okay.
she doesn't do that anymore after that. That was just a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm. Who's the other girl?
Who are you talking about?
The one in the middle.
I don't. What do you mean?
The one in the middle of the picture.
Are you talking? Yeah, you're talking about the hero, right?
No, above him.
Above
In the
him.
door.
Okay, so the Demon Lord,
In
right?
the door.
In the door?
The closet. In the closet door.
Closet. Yeah, okay. This is closet. And
You're doing this on purpose. Fucking hell.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Bit over.
I'm just yelling, get over.
This is a ghost that lives in the hero's closet.
Yeah, what's her deal?
Never explained.
Okay.
Like, she is an important character because she is effectively a ward against one of the hero's friends who is deathly terrified of ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
She appears in every single episode, but they cannot see her, and they actively ignore her presence when she's around. The only person that can see her is the hero's friend, who is absolutely fucking terrified of her.
Uh-huh.
But no one else, like, acknowledges her existence.
Breaking news! Chuny Girl wishes she had a tail. Good.
Okay.
You should,
But yeah,
morally.
to sum up this anime in
Okay,
a very
who's-
simple way, it's
Mhm.
literally just an anime about the Demon Lord constantly trying to romance the hero, and that's like it.
Okay, that sounds pretty fun. What did you
It
give
is actually. It's like all right. I would say it is an okay anime. It's yeah, okay. Definitely okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one.
Mushoku Tensei 2 Isekai Itara Hankidasu. Rudus heads north with new friends and powers in search of adventure and those he once knew. You know, that building in there looks pretty nice, and I like the 6 sunglasses. Is the animation good or bland?
The animation is absolutely fucking spectacular. If you actually watch,
Okay, good.
no, the animation and the. I don't pay attention to animation unless it is so good that it is impossible to ignore. This is one of those animes.
Chuny, I'm so sorry to say I don't have a tail. Wish you had one.
I am not going to
I'll
spoil
go to the tail
any
store
of.
and buy one, I guess.
I am not going to spoil any of Mushoku Tensei. This is the first isekai anime that was ever made, and it's also the best isekai ever.
Wait,
Every
was
other
it the
isekai
first
is bad.
isekai? When did it come out?
Okay, when I said first isekai anime ever made, that's incorrect because the anime was not the first one. The manga was. The manga was the first isekai manga ever made. I'm pretty
When
sure.
was that out?
I don't remember. Here, let me. I have to
I'm
look
looking
it
it
up.
up. I have it here. I have it here. Light novel series, 2012. Original run, 2012 to 2015. Yeah, fuck no. That's like a decade after Dot Hack.
Yeah. No.
That
Okay.
that
I'm
like
getting
came
some
out
bad information.
after, way after Sword Art Online.
about
Even
light
the Sword
novel?
Art anime
No,
came
you
out.
looked up the light novel.
I'm looking at the
Where am
novel.
I-
Yeah.
Where did I hear that?
Like, what are you on?
No. It's because someone told me that.
The manga is from 2014. Novel
Yeah, no.
2015.
The light
Audio
novel was
drama
the original.
2017.
Who told me that? And why'd they tell me that?
You're getting fucked with.
Somebody fucked with me. Anyway,
Somebody fucked
the
with
important
you.
thing about Mushoku Tensei is that it's the best isekai.
Okay,
It doesn't
fair
matter
enough.
if it was the first.
It's better than Konosuba?
Yes. Because it manages to actually be good without even relying on comedy.
It doesn't flanderize itself at all?
Maybe a little bit, but that's specific with specific aspects. Like, Rudius is a pervert. That's made very expressly clear in the first season. And they're constantly making fun of him for it. Like, it's genuinely one of the funniest things that they ever do is because Rudius is a pervert, they give him erectile dysfunction.
So sorry to all of my members of chat that have erectile dysfunction, which is all of you. Sponsored, Chuni. Both of you have erectile dysfunction. I'm so sorry that I have to be the one to break it to you.
Yeah. Mushoku Tensei has some elements that people find.
Prey, do you have erectile dysfunction?
No, I don't.
Sad. I'll
Is that
change that
sad?
one day.
Oh, okay. Well, good to know.
I will destroy your crotch.
Okay, good to know.
Physically.
But yeah, no, I don't want to spoil.
There
any of
will
Mushoku
be
Tensei.
blood.
The only thing I can say is if you watch season 1, you'll know that it's a very good anime, but because of some of the things that happen in it, it might not be for everyone. And I don't think that that's bad or wrong. If
Wizard
you
of Oz
just
is
don't,
an isekai.
if it creeps you out or if you find it gross, just don't watch it.
That's like
But
from
for
the
everyone that is able to
1890s.
get past those elements, this is genuinely one of the best isekai. It's like so well put together.
Okay.
And I can't
What did you
talk
rate
about
it?
it more than that. Like 99.
But the Konosuba, that movie got 100, didn't it? With Megumin?
No, not the movie. The anime.
The anime
did
with
get
Megumin.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So it
big
isn't the
explosions
best
upon this
anime.
wonderful world. That the reason that got 100 was because that's like I adore Megumin more than my own life.
Yeah, so you lied to me when you said it was the best isekai.
Well, it's not an
Wait.
isekai if it's Megumin because she was born in that world.
Oh, yeah! And that guy didn't even get sent there yet. Fuck, you're right. That show is good because it's not an isekai. What's the next one? Zah!
This one's interesting.
The
I have to
animation
preface-
looks interesting as hell.
I have to preference this by saying that this anime is not over yet. It's not even close to being over yet. But
Oh, God.
the thing is, it might never end. This anime has been such a thorn in the side of the studio that made it that they just stopped animating it. And they never said when they're going to pick it back up again. So this anime might never end. I have currently watched every episode that will be out for the foreseeable future.
Why
This
did they
anime
stop
might not.
animating it?
Because every single week they always had production issues and the episode was always delayed by at least one day.
Uh-huh.
Every single week. it always came out on the wrong day because every single time they ran into some major fucking hiccup. Every time.
Uh-huh.
And so eventually they just cut their losses and stopped fucking animating it.
Did it have to do with the show's particular style or anything, or is they just being superstitious?
I think it might have had to do with the style, especially because they use multicolored blood all the time on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just picking one color of blood, they have to animate all of the, well, it probably wouldn't be that difficult, but it is everywhere all the time. And I imagine all the other elements of the show also have to match in terms of color and vibrancy.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Zom 100, Zombie ni Narumare Nishitai 100 no Koto. Surviving a zombie apocalypse beats being a wage slave any day. After spending years slaving away for a soul-crushing company, Akira's life has lost its luster. He lives in a trash-filled apartment. His pay is abysmal, and he can't even muster up the nerve to confess his love to his beautiful co-worker. But when a zombie apocalypse ravages his town, it gives him the push he needs to live for himself. Now, Akira is on a mission to complete all 100 items on his bucket list before he, well, kicks the bucket. Okay, so what happens in the show?
Oh, it's actually pretty good. Like, it heavily focuses on that aspect of, in the first episode, he is, like, the definition of a wage slave.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he eats, breathes, and shits for his company. And
Wow.
he hates his life. The day that he wakes up and a zombie is about to eat his face, he, like, actually starts feeling happy for the first time in years. Like, the main thing that sets this anime as like sets its tone is episode 1. He realizes the zombie apocalypse is happening and he immediately starts jumping for joy, like it's the best thing that ever happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the anime is solely dedicated to the fact that he considers the zombie apocalypse to be the best thing that ever happened to him and his second chance at life.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone around him, except for maybe his best friend, this guy in the truck here, does consider the zombie apocalypse to be a bad thing and a threat to their lives, while he's just out here thinking, this is so cool, this is awesome, I'm so happy that the zombie apocalypse happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good anime. Obviously, I haven't rated it yet because it's not over, technically. But I probably would give it an 80 because it's like...
You probably should rate it now. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
This might
not
count
ever end.
as the end.
It never ended, so I'm dropping it a little bit to a... fuck. Shit. I pressed
79.5.
70... 76... 78.
Holy shit, you're doing an increment? Wow.
Yeah.
You, like, never do anything but, like, 75 or
Yeah,
70.
Yeah, I don't.
Prey doesn't even know that other numbers exist.
I don't.
I once told her that she had 73 days left to live, and she was like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it was like when Fluffy tried to make me notice the ghost earlier. I was like, what is that? Like a fucking spell? 76. Or 73. My bad. See, I don't know the difference between those numbers because they don't have a 5 or a 0 in them.
Hornia Peace! A new anime project adapting popular side stories that were left out of the previous edition. Wow, where have I heard this before? How many episodes was this one?
12. 13.
Oh, it was
Is it
like an
13?
actual full show, unless...
Yes. 13.
Okay. 97, fuck. As the graduation ceremony at Katagiri High School comes to an end, Kyoko Hori and her boyfriend, Izumi Miyamura, and their friends begin to look back on their time as students. The moments they shared together may be fleeting, but each one is a colorful piece of their precious memories.
Uh-huh.
And it's good or
So-
something?
I'm gonna start this off by saying that the premise behind this anime is absolutely fucking weird. Like, so it says a new anime adapting popular side stories that were left out of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is a season 2, which is built off of the cutting one, and because of that, it is like the time skips are insane. In the first episode alone, right? They skip from when you have to actually have watched the story to get what I'm about to say. They skip from when Miyamura had long hair and glasses to like within 5 seconds now he's dating Hori and he has short hair. It's like they skipped
Holy shit.
a
hair
solid, like,
continuity.
3 months or something in like 5 seconds. And it's because they had to work with what they had. They cut out this story in year 1, and then they cut out this story in year 2, and so they cut immediately from year 1 to year 2 within like a couple of seconds. That stays true for only really the first couple of episodes. I think episode 1, maybe episode 2, you have random time skips. But for the rest of the anime, they actually do keep a relatively consistent time period, because I guess they just cut out an entire like section of the manga, and because they cut out like an entire section, they could keep a relatively consistent time period by just going from chapter to chapter. That means that in the original anime there was a huge time skip that I didn't notice.
Okay, so if I watch this anime, can I watch the first season up to that time skip, then watch what's in the second season, and then go back to finish the first season?
You would have to cut in and out of certain episodes, and also you would have to keep track of your progress using the manga as a reference.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you could do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'll keep that in note for 30 years from now when I watch it.
So this is not a traditional season 2. Season 2 with very random time skips every once in a while. That is literally just the stuff they didn't want to adapt when they made season 1. And yet, because Horimiya, the original, is one of the best romance animes ever written, this anime still manages to be one of the best romance animes ever written.
Mhm.
Because even when you just throw together a bunch of random smatterings from Horimiya is such a good fucking anime that you just like it, even if nothing makes sense to be put together.
Okay.
And to be fair, that's only true for like the first 2 or 3 episodes. The rest of the anime, it's actually like it kind of makes sense why everything's happening in the order that it's happening.
But are there explosions?
No,
Uh,
I think no.
shit.
Hold on, there might have been one explosion. I don't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and say that there are no explosions.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm
Okay.
wrong.
0 out of 10. Next show.
Yeah.
Everyone watch
it's
Trinity
all
7 instead.
This is go watch the original Horimiya, and if you're still wanting more and you really can't, like, oh damn, season 1 ended, watch this. It's just more of the same, and it's
No,
awesome.
go watch Haruhi Suzumiya, but only
Go
the
watch
Endless Eight
what's
arc.
the fucking harem anime you keep talking about?
Trinity 7?
Trinity 7. Go watch Trinity 7.
Suki Nako ga Megane wo Wasureta. Reta. With the new school year comes a new homeroom, new classmates, and a new desk for the timid Komura. What the fuck is homeroom? I was never in a public high school or middle school.
What? You're a homeschooled child?
Yeah.
Cringe.
I was homeschooled, and then I went straight into college at 16.
You weren't abused by your teachers like the rest of us?
No. I wasn't. So, like, literally, I have no fucking clue what actual school is like. Just at all.
Cringe.
My only conception of school is from anime.
It's a pretty accurate. You know, I think that American high school is exactly like anime.
Oh, sick.
Although my situation might have been slightly warped by the fact that there was a lot of things about my life that mirrored anime a little too. I told you before, right? In high school, my little sister made my food for lunch.
Oh my god.
And when I got my first girlfriend, she brought me lunch every single day.
Wow, just like anime. Wait,
Those are major plot points in many.
you
animes,
have
to be fair.
girlfriends? You had a girlfriend?
Well, it's my wife now.
Your first girlfriend is now your wife?
Yes.
Ha! Yeah, I guess that does happen sometimes.
Sometimes, I imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine because I can just like go through my memories and think about my life, and then I'm like, oh, I'm imagining the thing that happened to me.
Anyway, any trepidation Kimura might have felt out quickly dissipates when he catches sight of Mie, his new seat neighbor. Is that an actual thing?
Yes. Yeah, obviously.
Oh, okay. Apt to quietly blurt out.
That's one of the parts of fucking. That's one of the parts of high school that you're supposed to know about, even if you've never stepped foot inside one. Like, where are people gonna sit if not next to each other?
I thought they like strategically made the seats so like no one's next to each other. You're more like next to like the space in between a desk and the next person. You know?
No, you're like.
I
So
thought
you've
it was
never
like a
been to a
checkered
public high
pattern.
school.
No.
They try to make it very space efficient by cramming people together like sardines. That is a very common experience with public schools.
Wow. So like, do you get to sit on someone's lap to fit more people?
Sometimes.
Oh, dude.
That's a little exaggerated. People sit on
Were you
each
the
other's
top
laps
lap
for
or the
other
bottom lap?
reasons. Huh? What?
Which lap? Were you on top or on the bottom? Were you the lapper or the lap-e? Is what I'm asking.
Probably the bottom?
Wow. Apt to quietly blurt out the most random things, the quirky Mie wears thick glasses that accentuate her lovely eyes, making Kimura's heart skip a beat. As a heart palpitation, he needs to see a doctor. Unfortunately, Mie is pathologically forgetful and can never seem to remember to bring her glasses to class. It's not all bad, though. Her resulting squinty, mean girl face sends Kimura's heart into overdrive, too. While Kimura is keen to help out and share his textbooks with Mie, will his heart give out from the almost daily strain of being up close and personal with his crush? Is that something that actually... Do people have heart attacks from sitting next to their crush?
It's possible. If you have heart troubles, then the extra tension could kill you.
Why would you have a crush on someone who you have, like, tension with?
What?
Just go have a crush on someone you're chill with instead.
That's not possible.
What do you
It's
mean?
the crush that causes the tension.
What? But why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that then? Why would you
'Cause
willingly
it's an
cause
involuntary
tension?
response. No one chooses to fall in love.
What? What the fuck? You can't.
I don't think people
you
would
don't
do it to
like
themselves.
logically get out a pros and cons list of who you're falling in love with.
Nah. It just happens. apparently something to do pheromones and like sweat glands, but like you can't control it.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
Yeah, it is actually. You know what? I do think that it's pretty bad.
Anyway, how was the show?
It was pretty good. Not as good as My Heart Is Fucked Up, but definitely better than like Yamada's Level 999. It's like it was a very passable romance anime with a lot
Source
of good quality.
Square Enix? Wait, what?
Yeah, no, Square Enix made this anime. No, I didn't even know that.
No, the source of the description is Square Enix. What studio made this anime?
Where is it?
Studios
Source
Go
manga.
Hands.
Yeah,
Why is Square Enix
They also made
writing reviews for animes?
heterosexual.
Hey, click on Go Hands again.
Okay, I will.
Scroll down. Keep going. They made K! The
I
K
like K.
Project.
I'll be honest though, I did not watch a lot of these side stories for K.
I could
the
only
main
ever
anime.
find the first season. They made Handshakers. Jesus.
Yeah, there it is. K Return of Kings, K Missing Kings, and then the other K, the original K.
Keep going. Keep going.
The original K.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
So those are the
No.
three that I've
Keep
watched.
going down. Keep going down.
No. I'm talking about K right now. I've watched K, K Missing Kings, K Return of Kings. That's what I've watched.
I've
By the
only
way,
watched K and K Missing Kings.
I've told you that K is the only reason I'm physically capable of swearing now, right? I've
No,
told
you
that?
haven't.
No, okay, when I was a kid, my parents were like hyper Christian, and I learned about like vice and sin and all that from a very early age. And I never swore or said any bad words at all. But I got really into anime, and I also started to question God. And at some point, those two things converged, and a switch was flipped in me while I was watching the anime K. For the first time in my entire fucking life, I was able to say a bad word because I was watching K. And the next day, I went to school swearing like a sailor, and everyone freaked the fuck out because they were like, "This is like the little good Christian kid that never said any bad words," and now they're just throwing out fucks. And then when they asked me what changed, I was like, "I watched this anime called K."
You could have had the power of God and anime on your side.
No, but K is the created by Satan.
Anyway,
To pervert me, and it worked.
keep going down.
They made a fucking lot of Seitokai.
Princess Lover. Canceled.
Canceled it. No,
Go back.
that's it.
Go back. Go back to the main page. I want to see producers.
There's a lot of them.
Square Enix. What the fuck does Square
Enix
be
hasn't made
announced?
this yet. Square Enix? What are you fucking on?
What is Square Enix doing with all of these slice of life animes?
Oh shit, they made this one? They made Horny Mia? What the fuck?
Square
They made
Enix?
this one too?
What?
Square Enix makes this shit. They made Cool Doji Danshi?
They made that maid one?
Dude.
Keep going. Wait,
Hold on.
no. Look at the one right below Oku no Guild. No, they
made
made
Engage
Kiss.
You're kidding. Okay, also, Fluffy, there's also a thing I need to tell you about Engage Kiss.
What?
Recently, an anime came out which was all about the main character is a girl who works on Bishoujo games
Yeah.
for PC. They decided to use real life ads from real life Akihabara in the anime. And so the vast majority of ads were for two animes. The first was Licorice, the good lesbian anime.
I watched that. It's great.
And like 5 of them were for Engage Kiss.
Uh-huh.
And this is an anime coming out in 2023.
Anyway, what else has Square Enix made? Keep going.
They made this one. They made.
Wait, they made that one.
They made. They all. So good, not so good.
Why has Square Enix made like every anime we've talked about?
No, holy fucking shit! Square Enix makes all the good animes.
What the fuck is they doing?
They made this one too. They made the original Horimiya as well. Square Enix makes all the good animes.
Square Enix did Railgun? What the fuck? Keep
They made
going.
Happy Sugar Life.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
MBS.
They made Honda-kun? Holy. Oh, they also made Fukigen. No, Mononoken.
They've produced these. They didn't make.
Sorry,
these.
not make. I should be more clear.
They produced Akame ga Kill.
They have their hands in everything. Square Enix is like producing. They made fucking they produced Watamote. I stand by my point.
Yeah, Square Enix makes a lot of stuff. What the fuck? I thought they were just the Final Fantasy people.
No,
and
Square
I guess
Enix,
also Dragon Quest.
an anime company. They produced Black Butler. Square Enix is the anime company now. They don't make fucking.
Oh, hi,
Final
Advent
Fantasy.
Children.
Oh, here, look. They finally we get something by Square Enix.
Yeah, and Final Fantasy VII on the way to a smile. They produced Full Metal Alchemist?
They made everything. They produced everything.
What in God's name?
Square Enix has produced every anime. Do you know an anime? Is there an anime you've watched? Square Enix produced it.
Oh god, not the Spirits Within. And then there's that Final Fantasy show. That's the first Final Fantasy show.
I see.
Then there's that. Then
Not Final
Spirits
Fantasy
Within is
VII.
garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, where is Final Fantasy, Oh, there's one Final Fantasy anime. Where is it? It's not on this list. It was the one with the plant gun. Remember the plant gun?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Anyway.
You've never watched the Final Fantasy anime?
No.
Okay, tell me about this show.
This show is good. It's very run-of-the-mill romance. Like I said before, it's probably like a 75. I don't know what I gave this. I gave it a 70. Yeah, that's fair. It's like...
Same rating as the porn.
Here's the thing, is like they get those ratings for different reasons. The porn was porn, but then it had like a really good story, so I gave it an elevated score. This is a romance, which means it gets a baseline score of 60, and then I increased its score based on things that I liked about it.
Why do romances get a baseline score of 60? Why don't they just
Because I like romance.
Okay.
Like I really like romance as a concept. So like...
Oh, then why have you only done it once?
I am working on it. Okay, we've been through this. Anyway, this is a fairly good anime. It's like only really watch it if you're really into romance, because it's not like compelling in and of itself, I don't think. One last thing I'd like to say about this anime. Everyone freaks the fuck out about its first episode because Gohan's decided to go like wonky with the animation. The entire thing for the first episode, the entire first episode is filmed at a Dutch angle that is constantly rotating.
Does it do a
They
full
fixed
360?
that by episode 2.
Okay.
People say this is probably considered by anime fans to be one of the worst first episodes ever, because it's like they really wanted it to look pretty, but they ended up going way too hard, and it looks weird.
Gohan's did make handshakers twice.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Masamune-kun no Revenge R! The second season of Masamune-kun no Revenge. Masamune and Aragaki return for more romantic antics. This time on a school's trip to Sacre Bleu.
Okay, so not to spoil too much of Masamune-kun's No Revenge, especially because it, like, you know,
how many of these girls does he fuck?
First season's plot is basically all you need to really know about this anime, because it's a continuation. Masamune, when he was really young, met a girl named Aki, who was a rich girl. It doesn't come from a rich family, but he comes from a family with influence, so they hang out with rich people. And she was a rich one, so he hung out with her. Actually, technically speaking, that's inaccurate, because her family doesn't have business ties with his family. The fact that they ended up being friends was pure coincidence. And that's important, because one day he goes to her house just to talk to her, and she says some really insanely mean shit to him, and then calls him pig's foot. And ever since that day, he has sworn to get his revenge on his childhood friend, and he wants to make her fall in love with him so that he can then dump her as a way of getting revenge on her. That is the plot of season 1. That is the plot of most of season 2.
Okay.
When I started watching, no,
Aww.
he doesn't.
Okay, I'm not watching this.
You don't have to.
I do have to.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do. I forgot that you specifically, out of all human beings, have to. My bad. I forgot about your quest. So I thought when this started, I thought that season 2 might be better than season 1. Some weird shit happened at the end. By the way, season 2 is the last season. It is the end of the story. So everything gets wrapped up by the end of this season.
What's up with the eye patch?
What eye patch? Where?
The girl on
yeah.
top.
That's important. She's a girl they meet in France. Her whole thing is she really loves manga and anime. She decided to draw her own manga, but she has no life experience, so she doesn't know how to write romance manga. Then she meets Masamune and Aragaki in France during their field trip and decides that they are the perfect couple, despite the fact that they're not dating, and decides to make an entire manga based on them, based on these two.
Okay, she's great. She does know that she doesn't have to make a romance manga, though.
She really wants to make a romance manga.
Oh, okay. I thought then she'd have some, like, experience with romance manga plots then. But whatever.
So, I would say that season 2 was alright, because the beginning was pretty nice, but then it went in some weird directions, and although I think it stuck the landing, it did it on very uneven ground. I don't know what I gave this. 65. Yeah, that feels about appropriate. It's like, it's not bad. Season 1 was like mid, and then not completely mid. It was better than mid. And then season 2 was supposed to be better than season 1, but I probably landed about in the same place, I think. Oh, fuck you. Okay.
I'm sorry?
I'm not talking to you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Kanojo Okarishimasu, third season. The third season of Kanojo Okarishimasu. Kazuya begins producing a movie with Chizuru, and then, when things start to become close, a new girlfriend enters the mix. Whoa! Oh,
That's a lie, by the way.
okay.
I need to make this very clear, and this is the only thing I will say about this anime. Minnie is not a romantic option. These four are the romanceable ones, and Yaemori is only Kazuya's friend, and I keep telling myself that because I like Minnie, and I hate everyone else to some degree.
What about the villain character who I heard is fun to root for because everyone else is an asshole?
What'd you say?
There was a villain character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, what about that one?
What about her?
Yeah.
Well, from an objective perspective, she sucks as a romantic option, but she's an absolutely great villain. Like, I cheer for her exclusively when she's trying to fuck with the main cast, because she does it in really fun and interesting ways, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But she's terrible because she's a villain.
Is the movie good that they're producing?
Yes. It's good enough that I'm not gonna spoil too much. It's good enough that